What's up, everyone? This is Goldilocks, former TNA backstage interviewer, manager, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Thanks for being here.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 92 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. and with me as always is Dallas Gridley. In Dallas, we have finally reached the exit ramp. Tonight, it is the steel cage match that we've been waiting months for. And by months, I mean weeks. Jeff Jarrett defending the NWA World Heavyweight Championship against the Wildcat, Chris Harris. Can Chris Harris prove that he's not just a tag team wrestler? Well, tonight we will find out. Dallas, do you think Chris Harris will prove that he is more than just a tag team wrestler?
Well, with Jeff Jarrett involved, Bob, anything is possible. But I don't know. He's locked inside of that steel cage. Could we see our first breakout member of the TNA roster from being a tag team wrestler? I don't know. I think there's a chance, but is he truly ready? Vince Russo kind of laid off him a little bit. He did defeat Raven last week. I don't know. That's a pretty big win, Bob. But let's be real. I just can't see Jeff Jarrett allowing this to happen. And even though there's a steel cage, there will be fuckery involved, and I think it's safe to say we know that's going to happen.
Would you, if you were booking it, are you putting Chris Harris over?
I think at this point, I probably would. I think he's had a pretty decent little run here to kind of like earn his way. The only thing that kind of hurts him is that he's fought Jarrett twice at this point, and he hasn't even I think realistically come close to beating him either time.
Right.
I think that's the only thing that really hurts him. Besides that, though, I mean, of course, he's getting wins over like the Naturals and like random Shane Douglas match and stuff like that. But I don't know. I still feel like it's built up pretty good, but it's kind of like you got to pull the trigger. If you're going to do it, you need to pull the trigger now, or the fans are going to give up and they're going to say, okay, we don't care anymore. Like he's not going to beat him. Maybe he's not ready, like Vince Russo said, and like people are just going to pull back and they're going to turn on him. So either pull the trigger or don't. And I think at this point, I'd pull the trigger before it gets any late. If you don't pull the trigger tonight, I don't think you can come back from that anytime soon.
I think I would put him over, and even if it's just a short title reign. Let's say he were to have it for 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
It's better than having him consistently lose.
Yeah, that's what I kind of think. And honestly, hate to say this too, but I think he'd make a good transitional champion.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah.
So like you can, and not like to give it back to Jarrett, but to give it to someone that you didn't necessarily maybe want to put over Jarrett, but which at this point I don't think that should be an issue. But you know what I mean? I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I think the money's in Raven beating Jarrett, but even then Raven ends up beating Harris for it. Then we still get a rematch between Raven and Jarrett, but Raven's the champion this time, or something like that.
Right.
I could see that kind of working.
What about if like Abyss won the title?
I was thinking Abyss, yeah.
I'm thinking either Raven or Abyss. If Harris were to win, if you just switch it to Raven or Abyss.
And I think you could still kind of keep Jarrett off of that for a bit. What if it was Abyss beats Harris, Raven kind of goes back babyface, probably how he should be, because the fans keep cheering him. We'll talk about that again today. Raven beats Abyss for it, right? And then Raven can still fight Jarrett. You can still kind of get that money match that I still think people would be interested in, even though you've kind of delayed it a year. I think there's some big opportunity there.
Yeah, I think the Asylum definitely should be like if Raven were to win the title. I mean, I think at this point, you got to make sure it's done in the Asylum.
I think so. Yeah.
And I think that he needs to beat Jarrett for it.
Yep.
That's like I feel like when it comes to feuds, Raven versus Jarrett is one that you think of as it pertains to the Asylum years. So you have your AJ and Lynn and stuff like that, but I think Raven Jarrett, or I guess Jarrett Styles as well, Raven Styles. But Raven and Jarrett's like one of the top feuds that should have one of those major blow-off moments. And I think Raven, if he were to eventually beat Jarrett, whether he's champion or becomes champion, should definitely happen in the coming months.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with that, man. But I guess we're going to find out tonight. But before we get into tonight's show, we do need to discuss a few quick things about last week's show. I do have some new news about the rumored Fox Sports Net deal. And it's pretty quick today, and then we'll be getting into the show. And I only got a little bit to talk about during the show even. I don't think anyone generally cares because I usually don't tell you, but I do read off of both Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer's notes, and Brian Alvarez has nothing this week, like nothing. So that kind of cuts down what we got to talk about today, which is fine because usually he kind of has shit opinions anyways.
Well, he's always like trashing him.
Always. He doesn't say anything positive ever. I literally go to his part to see if there's an interview with some interesting stuff or if like the Rush Report's there. Besides that, he doesn't really give anything worth talking about.
Right.
But on last week's show, we're going to run down the card real quick just to kind of chat that through. And then we'll get into some of these notes because Dave always has his opinions on what happened last week. And I think they're always pretty interesting to hear. Because generally, I think Dave is... I feel like his opinions don't feel as biased as like Brian Alvarez. At least in TNA.
Alvarez has a disdain for TNA.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's as if he's covering it just for comedy purposes.
Yes, it is. He literally, especially early on, it was like a joke. Yeah. Like, oh, watching TNA again. Haha.
Yeah, like he's not treating it as if it's an actual worthwhile wrestling promotion. It's almost like it's a vanity thing for Jarrett, and he's just treating it as that.
Yeah,
which absolutely. To some extent, I think even early on it was a vanity thing for Jarrett.
Yeah,
but I think it's more ever since Panda's gotten involved. I think it's morphed into more of a fairly well-rounded promotion, I would say.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's fair. There's definitely some sketchy times.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can say that for anything.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes, though. You got your rough patches.
You have your ups and you have your downs.
Exactly. Okay, so last week's show, Bob, I believe we liked it. I'm pretty sure we said it was a good show.
If I remember correctly, yeah. And that probably helps that the April 7th show was so fucking bad that anything following that show would have been good.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. In the opening match, Jeff Jarrett defeated James Storm, which shouldn't be a shock. Kazarian then retained the X Division title over Sanjay Dutt, defeating another member of Team NWA. It's pretty interesting the way they're working that story. I like that. Simon Diamond defeated Johnny Swinger. Then Monty Brown defeated Sabu in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Then we got new tag team champions when D'Lo Brown and Apollo defeated Dallas and Kid Kash by disqualification. Yeah, they did that. The titles switched by disqualification. And then in the main event, Chris Harris defeated Raven to become the #1 contender and will be entering the steel cage match tonight. It's pretty exciting. So, Bob, we liked it. What do you think the readers of The Observer thought about that show?
I'm going to say they went thumbs up.
Well, the majority actually were in the middle, 41.7%. 25%, sorry, were up, and 33.3 were thumbs down. So
to me, I would say it's a thumbs down.
Well, I feel like usually we end up saying that when you're in the middle, they kind of like it. We kind of say that.
I kind of base it off if it's middle.
Oh, the majority.
Wants the majority of the other two.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Well, then I guess we're going to say it's more of a thumbs down show.
Yeah, I'm sure that means like 17 people voted, but
yeah, we were a little down this week, but that's okay. What do you think I voted on as the best match?
I'm gonna say Kazarian Dutt.
Nope. It was
Harrison Raven.
Harrison Raven. Yep. And what about the worst match?
The tag team title match.
Yep. Can't imagine why.
Yeah.
Dave notes that attendance was down for whatever reason to about 900 last week, which we of course talked about. And based on early lines, because if you're new, I'll say this. We talk about this often, but they do have separate lines entering the building for people who pay and people who don't. It appeared to be about 1/3 paid. Dave thought that it was a so-so show with a strong main event. The crowd was dead for a lot of the show. Chris Harris pinned Raven in 17 minutes and 13 seconds in a match where Harris won despite having his left shoulder injured in a brawl after the opening match when Raven hit his shoulder with a chair. Raven used moves like arm bars and did the chicken wing crossface to try to injure that further. And he got the pin with an inside cradle. And it was noted that it has been 1 year since the Jarrett Raven title match, which Dave notes is amazing because that was the best job of a build-up they've ever done for a match in company history, and they never once did a rematch. Raven is also trying to be a heel, but is fighting the crowd to do so. And one of the big problems right now is the face-heel, the separation there is so weak. So, for example, on the show, Sabu worked as a face in the Extreme Rules match with Monty Brown, or Falls Count Anywhere, whatever it was, and put Brown over, although Abyss got involved in that, and then came out and was cheered when he attacked James Storm at ringside during the Harris-Raven match. And of course he got cheered because, but he was supposed to be a heel because he was Raven's backup and Raven was the heel in the match.
Right.
Which is pretty interesting.
It is a weird. That's kind of a weird character development, I guess.
Right. And kind of going off of that world title stuff, was a plan. Okay, so this is strictly rumor, and I think this is pretty interesting. I almost wasn't going to talk about this, but I think it's worth talking about since obviously everything we read is rumor. We don't know what's happening. But at one point, the plan is for Jarrett to lose the title. Although apparently they wanted Styles to get it and not Harris, but that was weeks ago. But Jarrett wants it back when TV starts. So, so he wants to be the champion when we go to TV. And I feel like if Styles was going to win that, I think we would have had that singles match by now. But I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. We still, we have a little bit of time before that rumored June start date. But honestly, at that point, just keep it on Jarrett, man. We're at the end of April. I really think at that point, just keep it with Jarrett. Why switch it twice and give it back to him before June?
Right, because that means you'd get really two title changes in like a month and a half.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that. No. I don't know what you think. I don't think we should do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you could get it onto Styles because
at this point it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Like I don't.
So
the only thing I can think of is like Russo. Like Styles has no interest in Russo. He doesn't want nothing to do with him.
Right.
But Russo seems like as if he really wants Styles to trust him.
Yeah.
So does he just give him a title match after this? And be like, hey, AJ, I'll show you how I care. I know Chris Harris is the champion. Let's say that Harris wins. So in 2 weeks, you'll get your shot when Harris is healthy, because I'm sure they'll play up the shoulder and all that other stuff. Yeah. And then you AJ will be like, okay, Vince.
Yeah. Okay, I trust you.
Yeah, and then AJ wins it in 2 weeks, and then he'll drop it before TV starts.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the only thing I could think of. I don't know how else you could insert them. But.
Well, and like I did say, I mean, this was apparently the talk a few weeks ago. So maybe it was kind of even before the Harris started getting involved as much or something. I don't know. Pretty interesting nonetheless, but we will see what happens going forward. I think it's always fun to kind of hear the thoughts and see if they either play out or if they don't, because you never really know. Then, of course, as we mentioned, D'Lo and Apollo won those tag titles by disqualification. So Brown had Kash pinned when Dallas hit both Brown and Apollo with the pipe. Dave notes it was a bad match, as Kash was off on so much and appeared to be an even lamer finish. However, everyone forgot, since it hasn't been talked about in what seems like a year, that TNA rules allow the title to change hands when the champs are DQ'd. And to show how long ago that rule was put in, this was hilarious when I read this. Dave notes that he thinks that it was Bob Armstrong who was the voice that put it in, and after a week or two, it was never discussed again. Nobody in the crowd remembered, and when they announced it as a title change, it was a big pop. They sold it like Dallas, who is a newcomer, didn't know the rule and cost his team the title.
So you're telling me back in early 2002, Bob Armstrong was like, titles can change on disqualification.
Yeah, dude, it was a long time ago.
I thought that was an NWA thing before this even started.
Well,
this company started.
So I think you might be right about that, because when they put this rule in, I'm pretty sure they said, like, that we're doing this under NWA title rules or something. So I do think you're right about that.
I wonder if there is a way to find out, like, not even just like the tag team title, but like any title in NWA. It might take me a minute, but I can maybe find like an
when it happened.
Yeah.
Well, this is definitely the first time it happened in TNA. I'm almost positive.
Oh, absolutely.
I would have remembered that crap happening before, I think.
Yeah, I don't think that we've had that before.
Yeah. Well, while you're trying to look that around though, I'll kind of move forward here. Just keep us going here. But they're doing that storyline where both Michael Shane and Frankie Kazarian want to be on the TNA X Cup team in the next tournament. Kazarian's deal is he's beaten 3 out of the 4 current members.
Oh my God, Dallas, it's happened already for us.
Did it really?
Yeah. Back on May 7, 2003, Christopher Daniels won a handicap match by disqualification to defeat Amazing Red and Jerry Lynn to win the tag team titles.
Whoa.
It was a handicap match with Daniels, Loki, and Skipper taking on Red and Lynn.
Oh, shit. I remember that match.
By disqualification. Yeah.
I remember that match. Well, that's a good point, because Dave does note that because he said that when did he say? No, it seems like a year. It hasn't been talked about in a year, so yeah, I guess that makes about sense, huh?
Yeah.
Well, okay, it's the second time it's happened. I take back what I said.
There's just so much that people need to really understand this. There is so much shit that happens. That's impossible to remember this stuff.
Well, so that one also must have not, maybe, I don't know. Maybe our listeners who remember better than we do can remember if we were truly upset about that. But last week, I was pretty pissed. And I was pissed because they just won the titles. We haven't had a tag team champion for more than a week, and who knows how long. And I don't count Abyss and Styles because they weren't even a tag team. They just fought each other the whole time. And then they just vacated the fucking titles. Richards had it a week. They had it not even a week before they started having singles matches against each other. And now Dallas and Kid Kash had it for a week.
Right. Does this pertain to... I'm assuming it would pertain to all championships, right?
I'm pretty sure.
The NWA?
I'm pretty sure. Because technically it's like the NWA X title even. NWA Heavyweight Championship, NWA Tag Team Championships. So, that's a yeah. Well, we've been proven wrong, I guess. Bob, I don't know if you just heard what I was saying, but Michael Shane and Kazarian both want to be on the X Cup team. That's kind of what we've been going toward here.
Michael Shane does?
Yeah, he kind of talked about that in that interview last week, I believe, when Shane Douglas seemed upset. Because remember, Michael Shane he's apparently in some kind of X Division match this week. He said, we don't know what it is. We only know about the cage match really this week, and Shane Douglas seemed kind of upset that he wanted to kind of do a singles thing. And they keep teasing, obviously they're continuing to push the tease of the team franchise.
Oh,
breaking up.
I thought he was just trying to become X Division champion.
Well, he wants to be on that X team. And even if that means that, who knows? But yeah, Kazarian's doing it. He's beat 3 out of 4 of the members, and he's the current X Division champion, of course. So, I don't know. We'll kind of see where that goes moving forward. Okay. Even on this week. And of course, we can't forget about this. I actually did because it's such a weird thing. But as Dave says here, in one of the weirdest angles, Goldilocks is back, but she's wearing a wig, and she's pretending to be a new French character who is sexually controlling Abyss. She has not... Yeah, I don't know if I really got that, but she hasn't been given a name. She tries to talk with a French accent, but you can tell it's her. I don't know if they're trying to hide that it's her, though, to be honest with you.
I don't. Well, I think Tanae and Wes are both like, who is that? Like, I don't think they've said they know it's Goldilocks. It's obvious it's Goldilocks. I mean, there's no way.
Yeah, it's.
I haven't gotten the vibe though that she's
sexually
controlling Abyss. What?
What? Know,
could you imagine the character Abyss having sex?
No. Oh my god.
I couldn't even imagine the guy who plays Abyss having sex.
Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, me either, I guess. Okay, and my last stuff here about that was pretty much everything for last week's show, but I want to just discuss a little bit about the Fox Sports Net deal, as well as some interesting notes about the Ring of Honor stuff. And then we'll get into the show. This won't take very long. So more details have surfaced regarding the Fox Sports Net deal. The time, which will be on Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern, is being purchased by TNA, although the figure is unknown. Infomercial time nationally doesn't come cheap. So Fox Sports Net has alerted affiliates to the negotiations and sent out a memo on April 20th saying, LA is working on a wrestling series. Details are sketchy from the network right now. Airs Friday at 3 p.m. beginning in June. So that was their alert sent it out. TNA will then be responsible for selling the ad time, hoping to recoup some of the weekly expense because it is paid programming and the network isn't selling ads. The ratings aren't as significant in regard to what network would care about. It's more a matter of if ratings are bad or more, if the show doesn't result in a decent increase in pay-per-view buys of the Wednesday shows, how long Panda is willing to finance the venture. And also kind of going on to that Ring of Honor controversy, Tom Chiappetta of Fox Sports Net stated in reports that FSN had any concern over wrestlers appearing for Ring of Honor is untrue. So he says, quote, "We have nothing to do with TNA and Ring of Honor's dispute," he said. We are simply just airing the shows. TNA is paying us, and we have no say in which wrestlers are involved. Only the content must be family-friendly for an afternoon showing." So pretty interesting. So we discussed last week that they have been playing this very safe because of the Fox Sports Net deal, but it is being shown right there that it doesn't really affect it. It's pretty weird. Now, go ahead, bud.
I just think it's funny, a wrestling show on Fridays at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
You can't imagine, like, I watched it, but I can't imagine a lot of people being able to watch it. Like, I would, like I said before, I would literally, like, speed walk from home to watch it. Or, like if I got off the bus at, like, 2:50, I'm jetting. And then I got to a point, or no, 2004? Yeah, I think I was walking home. I think I was at the annex at that point.
There we go.
So, yeah, I would be, biking home real fast to watch my Impact Wrestling at 3 o'clock. Hey, Bob, you want to play basketball? Yeah, at 4. Yeah, I got to watch some Impact.
I'm busy.
I was you.
I was just going to say, Bob makes fun of me for leaving the birthday party to watch Impact. And to be honest with you, I don't regret it.
Of course you don't.
No, I do not. Okay, one more thing here, and it kind of plays off of everything we just said, as well as this Ring of Honor controversy, and then we'll get into today's show. After Explosion, of course. Don't forget that. It happened. It has been reported that TNA officials are going to be paying AJ Styles, Jerry Lynn, and Christopher Daniels what they were going to earn from the April 23rd and April 24th Ring of Honor shows that the company canceled them from. So that's pretty cool. But it may just be a political move in response to all the criticism of the company from pulling the wrestlers from announced and confirmed dates. They won't be paying wrestlers for any future Ring of Honor dates that they would have worked. But a lot more criticism of pulling came after it was revealed that the common thought that it was done because of the fear it could cost them the Fox Sports Net deal was totally unfounded. And now Dave says, in fairness, nobody from TNA publicly stated it, and those in the company had privately denied it to me from the start. Still, that was the thought process of many who defended TNA's actions they needed to do to protect the deal. TNA has the legal right in its contracts to prevent workers from working for companies that they see as competition. But the wrestlers that signed were given only, pretty much given the impression that that only meant the WWE. So, interesting. I feel like this is going to start to fizzle out a little bit more about the Ring of Honor stuff in the next week or two, I would imagine. But I think it's been pretty interesting to see how quickly and how crazy it's kind of gone for everyone involved.
Would you have pulled the talent from the controversy or no?
I think I'm kind of with them. I think to play it now, it's interesting because the fact that it doesn't affect it, but I feel like if they didn't, I could see that backfiring for them. So I don't know. I think as being a business and you're trying to have a good look kind of going in, the way your company's going, I feel like I would have. Now, the announced show, I feel like to be a decent person, kind of like let them do that. And then, okay, that's you guys. That's your last one. It's already announced. People bought tickets to see you guys already. Because if you're going to pay them for what they were going to make anyways, then you probably should have just let them work it. But they're probably so far into it at that point that they probably were like, we can't let them work it. We told them they're done. So they probably were just like, we're just going to do it. So, but I feel like I would have let them work the dates. It's just like, for example, like today, some people, you'll sign a WWE contract. Okay, they generally will let you finish your indie dates that you already have. Usually,
yeah, sometimes.
I'd say I see it often, but
yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like I'd at least do that, but
I think I would have if I had concrete proof that he was no longer part of the company. I'd have no problem working it, but if I didn't have proof, I'd pull him.
Yeah, I think it's
so. Like
fair.
when Gabe and was it Silken?
Silken was the one being sketchy, but Gentry.
Oh, Doug.
Was good.
Yeah,
Doug. Yeah.
So when those guys wouldn't sign a document saying that Rob Feinstein's no longer with the Ring of Honor, then I'd be like, until you guys sign it and I have proof, I'm not allowing you guys to use contracted workers.
Yeah. No, I think that is fair. I mean, because they were being kind of sketchy about it.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So, no, I totally get that. I think it's like I said, very interesting situation.
Yeah, but another part of it too is like if AJ Styles and Daniels and stuff have no problem working Ring of Honor, even with maybe Feinstein working there, then who am I who is giving them 1 day of work to prevent them from going there? And I know they might have signed a contract, but still, I mean, that's not a livable thing. And like Ring of Honor's
right
assuring you at this time two bookings a month.
Yeah.
Because usually it'd be a double shot on a weekend. So I don't know. I think it's it's a hairy situation.
No, it absolutely is. But I think it's starting to get wrapped up. So
you think?
So I think. And I'm always proven wrong because Hogan's shit lasted 4 months longer than I expected it to. But we're past that now. But Bob, that's all the notes to start the show. We'll talk about some more during the show, including some people who are trying to come back to the company. We'll talk about that in a little bit, though.
Coming back.
Oh yeah, 2 names. One of which I guarantee. Yeah, and one of them I bet you could guess, but the other one I bet you wouldn't guess. So we'll talk about that during the show, though.
2 names trying to come back, so they've been here.
Oh yeah, they've been in the company.
Is it Just Incredible?
I'm not telling you yet. You got to wait.
Fucking Just Incredible. Is it Just Incredible and Ken Shamrock?
Can't tell you yet. So let's talk about Explosion quick. Then we're going to get into the show. It's going to be a good one. We got a cage match. Me and Bob are suckers for cage matches. Even if we go to an independent show and the cage match that's in the main event sucks, it's still exciting.
You're not wrong. I mean,
because even if they don't wrestle in the cage, during the cage match.
Yeah. That's one thing that's always bothered me. If you're gonna brawl in a cage, outside the ring of a cage, do it before you go in the cage. Don't be in the cage, wrestle a few minutes, and then escape the cage to then brawl around the cage. That is defeating the purpose of the cage.
Yes.
You're killing the stipulation.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not do that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Well, the cage is too restrictive. Then don't book a fucking cage match.
That's the point of a
Holy
cage.
Shit. Like, come on.
Yeah. Anyways, explosion number 76, according to Cage Match, took place on April 21st, 2004. The same day as this pay-per-view we're about to be watching. Pretty cool. And it aired on April 24th, 2004. And it featured, now this is kind of weird, interesting. It features, according to Cage Match, 3 matches. But according to what we heard last week, it really only features 2 because it kind of repeats a match that we talked about last week. So unless they aired it at a different date, but I'm gonna say that it features 2 matches, and I will tell you those 2 only. Sanjay Dutt defeated Nate Webb, and then Team NWA, which is Chris Sabin, Elix Skipper, and Jerry Lynn. So yes, Chris Sabin is back. Defeated Don Crisis, Gabe Roach, and Jared Steele. And if you listened to last week's episode, the 3 Life Crew defeating Chance Prophet, Ryan Boz, and Scotty Matthews match is listed on Cage Match, but that took place last week. So I'm just saying it happened last week. But there was 2 other matches that took place, and they may be taped for future explosions. I didn't get a chance to kind of look forward, but even if they were, I tell you anyways. So after the Team NWA match, Chase Stevens and Andy Douglas, the Naturals, defeated Jeff Lewis and Eric Darkstorm, and Amazing Red defeated Sean Davari.
Sean Davari, wow.
Yeah, pretty interesting. But that's it, Bob. It's time.
Yeah, it's time to fucking get off the off ramp and
That's right, dude.
Go to the cage. It's April 21st, 2004. The runtime for this is an hour 54 and 50 minutes, but for some reason mine will start at an hour 54 at 49.
Oh, okay.
It does not want to start at the exact moment of the show. Whatever that means, I don't know. But if you want to watch along with us, head over to your Impact Plus app, if that even works for you. Hey, maybe at this point, Tony Khan has started a streaming service that has AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan, Pro Wrestling Grill on it. Probably not, but hey, speak it into existence and maybe it will happen. Or maybe it's in your own personal collection. That might work as well. I'm going to count down from 3. And when I say play, that's when you want to follow along with us. Or sit back, relax. Or hey, you know what? If you're at work, like Jordan, just zone out for the next 2 hours. Maybe you're grilling or whatever. Let the place just blow up. That's fine. Not a big deal. You're listening to the TNA Crossline podcast. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Jarrett, look at these 2 double angles of Jarrett yelling. I'm sick of everybody in this building. So we're gonna see the entire flashback of this feud here in the opening of the show. I am sure of it.
Is that new music? It sounds like someone's just hitting a can.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like the beginning of the George Lopez theme song.
Well, it's pretty good stuff here. Look at that Raven injuring the arm. This is last week. And that's right. I'm assuming that Chris Harris will be heading into that cage match injured. And look, he's choking a Russo dude. And then here's AJ Styles. Dressing all nice. Remember, everyone's dressing like superstars. Vince Russo's dressed nice. Styles is dressed nice. So Vince Russo going to shake Styles' hand.
I don't trust you, Vince.
Did he do it? Did he do it?
Vance. No, Vance.
Nope.
No, Vance. Dramatic turnaround, Vance.
Oh, that's right. Styles wanted to be in that match against Raven after Harris was injured, but you'll get in that match with Raven on one condition. Over my dead body, he said.
Dead.
Yeah. Ha! How do you like that? That's right. 3 Live Crew was ready for war as well. Lots of stuff going on. Look at this 3-way view of the handshake.
They must have found somebody for that position. The editing position, video editing that they were looking for.
Oh, dude, that's a good point because we are kind of seeing some different looks here, huh?
What is that camera angle? I've never seen that camera angle before.
A really cool one. And then yeah, he shook Sanjay Dutt's hand and then gave him the shock treatment, which still doesn't have a fucking name. Whoa, dude, this is just put a warning on this.
They definitely got something. And there's the seductive Goldilocks apparently.
I love it when they throw the chair at the head and it stays on like that. You're seeing that. Pounce! Hit the pounce on Sabu. This was a pretty fun little Extreme Rules match they did.
Yeah, I thought it was solid.
I forgot this was the Extreme Rules one, and of course Cage Match listed as False Count Anywhere, but they said it was an Extreme Rules match.
Yeah, I've been noticing that Cage Match isn't necessarily the most accurate source of.
Yeah, they do a decent job, but then we catch stuff like that, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, like today I was looking up an ECW show, and they were like, "Oh, this guy wrestled this guy," and I was like, "That didn't happen." So I was a bit disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, it gets the job done for what we need, and I think it's. No one's called us out yet, so I think it's a win.
Well, even if they did, I would block them. Because I don't want to have that type of negativity.
What about Sabu? Well, Sabu's always got me. Yeah, he always does. I guess that was kind of the hint of the fact that Raven's kind of being a dick and Sabu is like a face. Maybe that's kind of where that. I guess I didn't make that connection then, but he's like, why? Why is he going to help you? Well, he's my friend. Of course, he's going to help me.
Yeah, but and then he did.
Right.
So. Is Sabu a face, but his friend's a heel?
That's kind of weird.
I mean, I kind of like that idea.
I feel like if it was someone besides Sabu, Sabu's not going to talk or you're not going to be able to tell a decent story with that. And here's our intro package, 4 minutes, 17 seconds in.
Well, I just think that. Okay. So in this cancel culture thing, and I'm not going to talk about it, but there are people who will be friends with people who are bad. And then they're like, well, he's never been bad to me. So he's still my friend.
Hey, there's
April. So maybe Sabu's thinking Raven has been mean to me. So he's still my friend.
Hold on.
Chris Vaughn's security.
There's a Chris Vaughn sign in the crowd. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, dude. It's probably held by Chris Vaughn.
Fair play. Be a man.
Is he even there anymore? I don't even know if he's there. Savinsection.com. Oh, we're starting off with the alpha male Monty Brown. Okay. It's with a lie.
It's with a fucking lie, dude. And he's got a new video package.
Yes, he does.
Okay, Bob. We saw the crowd, though. How many people do you think are in attendance?
1,100.
Nope.
1,300.
Nope.
950.
Nope. 1,250.
Damn it.
Pretty damn close, though. So we went up again from last week because we got a fucking grade match.
And I mean, the card from what they announced, which was, I think, everything, right? Or most of it? Or is that last week?
No, that was last week. We only know the cage match this week. At least on air. I mean, could they have told you stuff on Explosion? Yes. Could they have told you stuff on the website? Yes. I know for a while the website, we used to go back to the Wayback Machine and check that out, and it kind of stopped working for us. Maybe I'll try to sneak that in here again in a couple weeks here. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, my God. Abyss has his chain. That's
the first time he's had that.
Whoa. That's pretty cool. And look, it's around his neck and everything.
I was gonna say it's right around his neck. Yeah.
Yeah, BDSM with the mystery French character.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
It actually, I bet you, it's got to be something along those lines. If that's really what's happened. Sabu. Shit, dude.
Are we gonna get Sabu and Raven against Abyss and Monty Brown?
Oh. Yeah, it does seem like this is a tag match. They said their opponents. Oh, yeah. He did have Raven's back later in the night. Yeah, here's Raven's song. Okay. This is a fun tag match to open the show. Oh, thank God.
Oh, his music's back.
They remixed it, though. The beginning had the...
It started off, yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, no.
Oh, it's
God.
switching back and forth?
Oh. Okay, well, it stopped, and Raven did not come out, and Abyss and Monty Brown are beating up Sabu. Okay, TNA has just confirmed Raven is at the Asylum. He said he has Sabu's back, but where is he? So they're trying to really push the fact that Raven's a dickhead.
Yeah, well, I mean, it probably doesn't take a lot of effort there to make that believable. So I don't forget this week, I'm going to do some indie notes.
Oh, I was going to remind you. Don't worry.
I'm here. Don't worry. I'm back. I'm back, guys. I'm back. I had one off week, and I'm back. April 15th, Sabu wrestled AWWL heavyweight champion Balls Mahoney to a no contest in Grand Rapids, Michigan. On April 17th, Jerry Lynn defeated Sabu for 3PW at The Future Is Now, and that was at the ECW Arena. I'm not sure if I've noted it or maybe you did, as Sabu just DDT'd Monty Brown. Eddie Colon defeated Abyss by disqualification for WWC in Puerto Rico. That was on April 10th. And that's all there is for this match. Monty Brown didn't do anything. Well, at least according to Cage Match. He's just getting beat up. And he's pounding on the mat like, where the hell's Raven? Nice double underhook release suplex by Mountie for a 2 count.
Oh, tag style. This is on the apron, which is kind of a funny looking thing right now. Look at him just stand over there.
Who?
Abyss. On the apron. He's just standing there.
Yeah, it's a tag team match.
I know, but he looks so angry. Just let him in. Okay, he tagged
it's
himself.
Abyss. Of course he's mad.
I know, Bob. Andrew Thomas is our referee. That means we're definitely getting a ref bump.
Probably. And yes, if you're wondering, Abyss's shirt is soaking wet.
Well, of course it is, Bob.
Come on, Sabu. Right hands by Abyss in the corner. He's going to send Sabu across the ring, looking for a big splash, and he's going to hit it. I thought Sabu was going to move.
And hey, by the time this episode airs, Bob, I think it's important to point out, if you are listening on Friday when this episode drops, which may or may not change in the future, I'm going to talk to Bob off air about that. If you're listening on Friday, or maybe it comes out on a different day, it's probably coming out on Friday though, on Saturday, April 23rd, 2022, me and Bob go into Rebellion, Impact Wrestling's Rebellion. We will be there. And if you're a fan of the show, look for us. Come say hi. Or just look for us on pay-per-view. It's going to be pretty awesome.
I am willing to bet that no one at that show is going to know.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they do, I already know someone who's going.
Who? Me?
The Toro Yano fan account is going, and I'm a huge fan of his Twitter page. And I'm sure a lot of people listening also know who he is.
The who?
Toro Yano fan account.
Oh, yeah, but does he know who you are?
No, but I know who he is.
Yeah, well, so that means nothing. Nobody knows who we are.
You never know.
I do know.
You do not.
For sure. I get recognized more for IcoPod than I do this.
That's bad.
Wow.
That's bad.
That's my baby, dude. IcoPod's my baby. How dare you?
Well, maybe, I don't know.
What? What were you gonna say?
Maybe you need to nurse that baby a little bit more, Bob.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you like that? Monty Brown landing punches on Sabu.
Cutting deep.
I'm thinking about how good Rebellion's going to be.
Sabu is like, aside from like a DDT to Monty Brown, he's done nothing. He's getting his butt kicked, which I guess he should in a handicap match. I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Do we think Raven's going to come out at the end of this?
I was just going to ask that.
I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to screw Sabu now, leading to a Sabu versus Raven match here in the Asylum. The first time ever.
I could see Raven coming out and like getting the win to really piss off Sabu.
That would have been that'd be kind of funny. How do you feel?
I don't know if I'd have Monty or Abyss lose though.
Yeah.
This is a weird match.
I mean, they should have just made this a Monsters Ball match, you know?
No.
Couple months.
That was a weird looking splash by Mountie.
I know Bob shits on the Monsters Ball, but everyone knows they're awesome, especially the first ones where they don't get fed and they're locked away.
Dude, and they're in the dark for 48 hours, 24 hours or whatever.
I like it. I don't give a fuck.
And they come out and there's like lasers out of my eyes. Oh, fuck it.
I like it. They're angry. They're ready to fight.
That's too in the woods, I think.
Oh, Sabu hits Abyss with a chair.
That's a disqualification.
Throws it at his head. Referee's discretion, Bob.
Is it like that for title matches, or is it just a straight up disqualification?
No, that's a good point. I'd say it's up to referee's discretion, but yeah. Well, remember, it only changes if the champion purposely disqualifies themselves.
Oh, so he has to purposely do it.
That's why Dallas lost the titles, because he purposely hit him with a thing to essentially. Look at that triple jump moonsault. That was nice. On to Monty Brown. Sabu going for the cover, but he took a couple extra seconds there. Ooh, kick out at 2.
Doesn't help that Andrew Thomas counts low.
He's hurt from all the bumps he takes.
Yeah, he does. It's almost a given every show that Andrew Thomas is going to fall down.
I know. Hurricane Rana by Sabu. Whips the chair at Sabu's face.
Another chair shot. So you gonna leg drop the chair on him? Yep, right on the face.
Of course he is. Come on, you knew it.
1, 2, kick out by Abyss. Come on, Sabu. Oh. No, I thought I was going to black hole slam him. Nope.
Pounds! Period. I want to yell that much louder, but I'll get yelled at from downstairs if I do that.
As you should.
The torture rack, Bob. And he drops down. Not one finisher, but 2. And that's a 3 count.
Oh, I like pinned him.
Abyss's finisher, the shock treatment, doesn't even have a name.
Well, I think that's his secondary finisher, isn't it? Black Hole Slam.
Yeah, but you think it still should have a name. No, I agree with you. Definitely Black Hole Slam. But I'm just pointing out because Don West noted Sabu got hit with 2 finishers. Look at Abyss and Monty Brown facing off like they're about to fight each other now.
This is a weird combo. Where's the sexual controller Goldilocks?
That's a really good question. Monty Brown is like, do you want to be locked up? You want to go fight in the dark?
Abyss and Monty Brown would be a weird duo. Like a full-time duo. It'd be kind of weird.
Okay, really? Are we waiting? Is someone Mr. Q or...
Is someone coming out or people?
Yeah, look, everyone's standing up. It's got to be like Goldilocks.
I'm gonna say it's Goldilocks, probably standing up there.
Okay, this is.
Chris Harris beating up
Raven.
Raven. Is that why Raven wasn't there? It's because Chris Harris beat him up, so he's got an excuse. Oh shit! Hey, Chris Harris got a cage match tonight. What are we doing, Chris?
Oh shit, dude.
Oh, he's gonna get beat up real bad.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, what is that?
Oh no.
Oh, what is he doing?
Oh my god.
What
Look
is
at him
that?
twist his arm on the
Yeah, what is
part
he
of the
doing?
bleacher.
Oh,
Oh, that was nasty.
oh, he's about to fucking murder him. Oh no.
Oh my god, Bob.
Oh no. Well, he
Oh
at least he moved
shit.
the chair correctly to protect him.
Well, Raven's a pro. He just there's a chair set up. He put Chris Harris's arm on it and then smashed it with a chair. And here he goes. He's grabbing a fucking guardrail. His arm is also on a chair again. Oh shit. He slammed the guardrail on his arm.
Well, he slammed the bottom of it, but the bottom of it's elevated, so I don't really know if that.
It's
okay.
a good visual.
Yeah, I mean, it is top
Now
wrist lock.
Look at that.
Listen, you know what? If Chris Harris is the guy that attacked,
Who's this? James Storm, who
Raven,
just hit
that's on
Raven
him.
and he didn't break it. Now he got hit with a trash can. He breaks the lock. Now remember, Bob, I feel like it was a couple weeks ago. I thought that Raven and Sabu were going to be doing this whole like program with the Naturals, and like that has not happened.
well, was that just because he like attacked, or they? What was?
Yeah, but I thought they were going to do like a little program with him. Look at Raven's in the ring with Sabu. There's Vince Russo.
Oh, there's Vince. I feel
But
like they
now-
just start and drop things all the time. Like
It's
what?
fine.
Amazing Red and Raven. Remember, like last year, Amazing Red had that huge moment, and then nothing ever happened because he went to Japan.
That was pretty fun. Sabu
And then
was
he
pissed.
just walked over Sabu.
Sabu looked at him like, "What the fuck, dude? This does not look good." Vince Russo. Is that Chris Vaughn? I think it's Chris Vaughn. They're helping him. They're bringing him toward the ring, which we got to get him checked out.
I feel like you'd go to the.
Let's send it backstage. Something's going on.
Let's not go to the.
What the fuck? JB is in for Scott Hudson interviewing Frankie Kazarian, who just straightened his hair.
Yeah, wasn't JB just doing ring announcing?
He must have ran backstage during that. Talking about how he's beat half of Team NWA here. And I'm wearing the X Division title. Do I look disappointed? No, I simply lost interest.
He's lost interest in what? Being in Team NWA?
I think that's kind of what he's hinting at. Best 2 out of 3 series of matches. Who is? Take a tip from the king of hip.
The coolest person in the world.
He is so cool. Oh, David Young. Oh, David Young has to talk to Scott Hudson, but he's not here today. Why does David Young have to talk to Scott Hudson?
They do look alike. Maybe
He's
it's
like, well,
to change his look.
He's like, hey, since you're here, what do you think about Glenn Gilberti? Do you think it has to do with that losing streak? No, it's something else. I'll be hitting home runs every night from here on out. David Young's tattoo is fucking awful, by the way.
Did he like add to it onto his arm?
He might have, but I hate that whole thing. The whole thing.
I don't even know what is it supposed to be.
Oh, he's not going to be responsible for what happens to Shark Boy tonight.
Is it like just tribal stuff on his arm?
Yeah, it was, there's the time though. See,
It still is the time. People still do that.
Not as much.
I think I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get a tattoo.
A tribal tattoo?
No, a Macho Man Randy Savage tattoo.
You won't do it, yellow puss.
I think I'm gonna do it on my calf.
Do it. Here comes David Young.
Yeah.
If you're following along, we're 20 minutes, 38 seconds in.
Or if you're like me, that means there's an hour, 34 minutes, and 7 seconds left. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a Macho Man on my right calf with his hand out, and Hulk Hogan on my left calf with his hand out, and then when my legs go together, the Mega Powers just unite.
Wow.
I think if I did that, Sarah would break up with me in like 30 seconds.
I bet you she wouldn't give a shit, to be honest with you.
She probably wouldn't.
Sarah doesn't give a shit about much.
That's true.
Bob pretends that Sarah does. Like if I'm like, Bob, we could record a different day this week. He's like, I don't know, man. Sarah. Which is bullshit. It's just like Austin used to try to pull that shit. Me and Katie, and then when they were in town, Katie was like, "Wait, you're gonna stop recording?" Like Pod, I want my Mondays, and he pretends that he can't record whatever because Katie. Y'all bullshit. Yeah. Kaylee don't give a fuck what I do. Generally, sometimes she's like, "Oh, we should do this," and then I have to put up a fight. I get yelled at and put down.
Well, like when we record these shows, as Shark Boy has a hammerlock drives me. There's an ambulance. Who's that for? Sabu? Oh wait, probably Chris Harris.
No, Chris Harris.
When we record these shows, which we do 2 times a week, inside baseball. The Sarah's not here, whether it be at work or she's.
Well, now she's not. It works out pretty good now.
Yeah.
Talking about the. Oh yeah, talking about the struggles that Harris has for the road to the cage. It's not working out for him. It's okay.
Rematch we've been waiting for. We've been begging for it. Chris Harris and Jeff Jarrett. I thought that the ambulance was for the people in the audience having to watch a David Young match.
Well, might be onto something there.
Mike Posey, the referee. Sharp Boy with a roll up. Can you get him 1, 2? No, kick out.
Speaking of recording, I'm going to say this now before I forget, but we better text our buddy to remind him that IcoPod returns tomorrow.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because he ain't going to remember.
Yeah, no way.
Love you, Austin. Hey, if you guys haven't checked out IcoPod, me, Bob, and our buddy Austin Skinner watch WWF from currently 1996.
Yeah, and is it enjoyable? No, but the action's not enjoyable. Our discussions are.
I'd rather watch David Young and Shark Boy versus any match that we have watched in my 2 years almost of IcoPod.
Are you serious?
I don't know, man. I think maybe.
Oh. Press slam by David Young. I can't. No way. There's got to be one match that's been better than a David Young match in TNA.
I'm sure there's like one.
Wow.
There's been a couple good women's matches.
That's true. Bull Nakano and Alundra Blaze have had some good ones.
And then there was like the Survivor Series one, which was like a banger.
Yeah.
Look at this. Off the middle rope, Shark Boy gets thrown from the top. That was kind of nice. I like the way it looked. Shark Boy falls to the floor. Poor Shark Boy. I wish they'd just bring back New Jack and they could be a tag team again. But, Bob, we can't have what we want all the time.
New Jack was, he was an entertaining character.
Yeah. Hey, kind of speak, this is, I mean, I didn't even mean for this transition to happen, but this is probably a good time to talk about it because it sort of relates to something New Jack did. That UK wrestling channel that we've talked about a lot, well, it's moving to channel 427 on May 18th. Now, there's some interesting notes to go along with this. So the channel advertises during Raw, SmackDown, and Velocity shows a lot using high-flying clips from TNA and Ring of Honor. They have already been a pair of complaints lodged against the station from when it did its test programming on Friendly TV in December. As we're up on the top area here, Shark Boy knocks David Young down. He's climbing to the top rope. Let's see what he does quick, and then I'll continue. Goes for a splash. David Young moves. The first complaint was against TNA, saying that the show is too violent for an afternoon time slot due to a scene where a wrestler was choking another over the top rope and hanging them with a chain. Another noted the TNA announcers encourage viewers to go to the company's website and buy merchandise, which is a no-no in the UK, as David Young just got pinned by Shark Boy.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that TNA is too violent. The match was so quick I didn't even get to the indie notes, but I have it up, so I was going to do it, so I didn't forget.
Okay.
You have more on your...
Well, just one more quick sentence about that. The final governmental ruling, because of the program code, specifically states portrayal or dangerous or harmful behavior that can easily be imitated by children, should be avoided before 9 p.m. that TNA showing the hanging at 9:30 a.m. during a period where school was out of session violated the code. And I thought I read that this also kind of was talking about people getting thrown off the balcony, which is why I mentioned New Jack. But
Okay.
say your indie news as 3 Live Crew's coming out in Army camouflage.
They're ready for a war. Just a couple of interesting things here. We haven't seen Shark Boy since February 18th when he was part of a losing squad against Team NWA. But since that time, on February 27th, he defeated Nigel McGuinness in a last man standing match for BPW in Middletown, Ohio. On March 13th, he defeated Chad Collier by disqualification for EWF in Marion, Indiana. That match apparently went 22 minutes and 48 seconds. On April 16th, Nigel McGuinness defeated Dean Baldwin, who is also known as Sharp Boy, in a no disqualification match. And on April 16th, Shark Boy won the BPW heavyweight title when he defeated Dean Jablonski in Middletown, Ohio. And then there's actually one thing for David Young is Conan's cutting a promo. I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm trying to hear some of it.
Milkai Adrian defeated David Young on April 16th for PWE in Athens, Georgia.
Conan is basically saying whatever happened to like earning an opportunity. So they basically are like, we're getting fooked for about talent and all that. So not kissing ass. That's pretty much what I got out of that. And now BG James is talking, so I all of a sudden don't care.
Everybody wants Ron Killings to be champion again. That's what he's saying too.
I like that he's wearing. It appears to be like a cut up, like actually, I bet you it's the sleeves to his fucking shirt on his head, and it's tied at the end, dude. That's what it is.
He put his sleeves onto his.
Look at his head. That's definitely his arm sleeve tied at the end that he cut off from his shirt.
Definitely is.
I like how it looks. I think it's really funny. Son McTan Superman.
What?
Killings has been shredded like forever. Like he looks like a star, I think.
He's always been shredded.
Yeah, I feel like he's always looked like he's always in wicked good shape.
Yeah. And then you got BG James,
who I don't know if he ever has been.
You know what?
Conan doesn't even look bad right now, honestly. I mean, he's wearing a shirt, so I can't see everything, but. Why? They're recapping everything we already know, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, we already saw a video about this, BG.
Okay, he's calling out Raven.
Excuse me.
Pushing aside Kitty Cat Chris Harris. And you think that you're stepping into his place. Oh, not while the 3 Live Crew stands strong, so...
I hope we get a rematch from WWA. BG James, Jeff Jarrett, Steel Cage, do it. NWA World Title. Are they assuming that Chris Harris isn't going to be able to wrestle and now everybody's going to petition to get into the match?
Yeah, so they're saying that they want Killings to be into that match. Because Vince Russo, he's got to make it right with him. Saying that he's going to be the new NWA World Champion. Killings talks here. Vince Russo. I'll sum it up like this. You want the truth? Do you really want the truth?
You can't handle it.
You can't handle the truth. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Oh, crowd pops big for him. And they were really excited that 3 Live Crew came out here. And I'll tell you what right now, Bob. I like this more serious, like 3 Live Crew.
Oh yeah, dude.
This is awesome. Okay, we're back outside the arena.
Is that Hermie Sadler or no?
Chris Harris's shoulder is separated. Do me one favor, he says to Vince Russo. Put Storm in the match. He wants James Storm in the cage match.
Oh fuck.
Vince Russo kind of like walks. He's he walks away.
No. Wait, so Chris Harris is out.
It looks like Chris Harris is officially out of the cage match.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That ain't good. Oh, here comes Glenn Gilberti.
Fucking build up all this bullshit and then.
Glenn Gilberti, Johnny
Nobody's
Swinger,
out.
and Trinity.
Unbelievable.
Look at this dude. I'm telling you, the move.
You like that little head bob?
No, you can't see my hips right now, but I'm doing the
Little
hips. Dude, I think it's so funny. I love it. Look at like Trinity's kind of doing her own version too. She's just kind of dancing. She don't even
I
care.
don't know what the hell she was just doing. She was just whipping her hair back and forth.
She's really into it. So, the Swinger's great. Oh, so, I hear Sonny Siaki. So I'm assuming Sonny Siaki and Simon Diamond here? It is.
Huh. Who? There is no indie notes for this match. Yeah. Let me double check Sonny Siaki, but I'm pretty sure.
Simon has a problem.
Huh. Who? Huh. Yeah, there's nothing there. And I don't even think Gilberti has done anything either. Usually, if anybody does anything, it's Simon Diamond. And if he doesn't do nothing, then there's likely nobody else doing anything.
Hey, since we just saw Ron Killings, I forgot to point this out. I do have a brief note about him. And it's about WWE red flagging another match this past week. Last week we did, I believe it was last week, we talked about them kind of canceling a match between who we know as Carlito and Abyss, I think it was.
Oh, in a different promotion you're talking
In a different promotion, yes. So they did it again. The Cyberspace Wrestling Federation in Wayne, New Jersey had scheduled a match where Ron Killings would defend the group's title against Al Snow on April 24th. When WWE officials found out, they immediately had it nixed. Snow is still working the show, but WWE would not allow him to face a TNA wrestler. For whatever it's worth, the booking plan was for Killings to go over.
Isn't Al Snow just like a commentator at this point?
He's probably not. Yeah, I don't think he's actively on the roster, but contracted wrestler. They don't give a shit. They did not want them fighting a TNA guy.
This is ridiculous. You have NWA Cyberspace, number one. I don't think they've ever had a crowd of more than 200 people. So you're telling me that WWE is like, listen here, pals. Ron Killings, a former WWE wrestler, by the way, isn't going to be allowed to wrestle Al Snow in front of 200 people in Wayne, New Jersey for a show that probably isn't even recorded.
Yeah. And I think the interesting part of this, as Sonny Siaki and Glenn Gilberti are starting us off and they're not doing anything yet, I think it's interesting because, and Dave's noted it before as well, that they're obviously TNA is, I would say, competition enough that if they don't want that to happen, I think that's pretty interesting.
I don't know, man. I don't think I would put up a stink about a show in front of probably 120 people.
They are, man.
That's weird. Because I've remembered in the past, Siaki just did a leaping heel kick to Gilberti. That didn't Raven beat Al Snow before? So what's the difference there? Are they suggesting that Ron Killings maybe isn't big enough guy to beat a WWE wrestler? I don't know. Oh, is that Stunner by Siaki? 1, 2, Gilberti gets pulled out by Swinger.
Just checking on him. Come on, Glenn. Come on. Trinity's like, come on, Glenn.
Oh, Diamond. What is Diamond doing? Was Swinger tagged in?
Mate, was he?
I don't know.
Lucha rules, dude. They go over out to the outside, and there's someone else is legal when they get in the ring.
Maybe. I mean, Gilberti was pulled to the floor, so maybe that was considered a tag.
Oh, turn Swinger inside out with that right hand.
A devastating punch.
Now, kind of knowing, so we talked about it last week. Simon Diamond told us on Twitter that they were kind of pushing for a big babyface push for him. Right. Do you feel like that's still a possibility? Watching right now with what we are seeing, is this still in process, or do you think it's already cooled off by here?
I'm gonna say it's cooled off.
I kind of
The
think it is
idea
too.
has cooled off. I mean, I think when they introduced Siaki into it for a tag feud, that was probably a sign of like maybe they don't have a direction for it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too. I feel like after last week, I mean, obviously there's a little bit of messiness going on in the finish of the match, but I feel like him beating Swinger again, or maybe he didn't, you know what I mean? They fought
Yeah.
again, I should say. Maybe that should have been the end of that for now, and then they could have done some more to elevate him. But yeah, I feel the same. We're fighting around the outside of the ring here, throwing against guardrails. Siaki has set up the ring steps. He looks like he's about to launch himself off of it, I'm assuming. Simon Diamond whips Glenn Gilberti. Siaki with a leaping clothesline off the steps.
Siaki doing like a Hardy Boys impersonation there.
Bob has this thing. His favorite tag teams are two singles wrestlers in tag teams.
I fucking hate that.
Although I guess Diamond, you could argue is kind of a tag team wrestler, but you know what I mean.
Well, right now he's a singles guy, and he's
Right,
teaming
right
with
now he's
another
singles.
guy, Siaki. That's my pet peeve is when there's two guys teaming together. I think my problem is when two guys are teaming together and they don't have a tag team name. So when you have like Monty Brown and Abyss, which they're trying to say they're a tag team,
but they're not actually a tag.
They're not actually a tag team. They don't even have a name. Like if Diamond and Siaki were to have a team name, then okay, they're a tag team. And I guess you could even say Diamond and Swinger didn't have a tag team name, but they had been teaming for like 4 years, so they become a tag team. We got a replay of Siaki and Diamond super kicking Swinger out of a chair by the announcer's table, which Don West thought was hilarious.
British whip. Look at that double hip toss. Diamond for the cover. It was pretty much a 1 count.
Because Swinger and Gilberti, their team name, or at least their stables, like the New York Connection, right? We've heard that.
Yeah, they've mentioned that before.
So that's like a team. But Diamond and Siaki are probably just teaming together because there's nothing else for them to do. So I hate that.
Kind of crazy, but yeah.
I also hate when two guys feuding together win the tag team titles, which we've seen a few times already in the existence of TNA.
Right.
Can they get along? Well, I don't know. Probably not, because they hate each other.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. How long? Could these guys be champions for like a year? And it's like, they can't even be champions for 45 minutes. Like AJ and Abyss didn't even make it a week before they vacated the titles because they couldn't get along.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. Like in 2002, Jerry Lynn and AJ arguing all the time, so they like lost the titles or whatever. Or that became another tournament because it's like, nah. I wonder how many more times we'll see that in TNA history.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Anything is possible. Oh, look at that elbow to Simon Diamond by Glenn Gilberti. Whew. He's getting hurt, dude. They cut the ring in half. They got him over on their side. He tags in Swinger. Diamond tries to fight, but nope, not working.
Siaki trying to help out, but it turns out he's just making it worse.
Yes, what's going to happen with the cage match, Bob? They've said on commentary that Chris Harris is left via ambulance to the hospital.
All right, so then what are the options so far? We have James Storm, which Chris Harris has said, come on, Vince, do me one thing. Put James Storm in the match for me, which is ludicrous. I mean, why? He hasn't done anything to earn it. He just lost to Jeff Jarrett like a week ago.
Right.
Ron Killings.
Yep.
Who I don't even remember the last time he had a singles match.
Probably that. Well, that was a singles match, so yeah.
Raven.
Say that 4-way. And Raven, I think Raven is kind of trying to force his way in, right? He's been wanting this match against Jarrett. And so, yeah, he hasn't quite said it, but it's very, very clear that Raven wants him.
And he did say when he was rejected that, Russo would know. Russo would, see him or whatever. when he attacked all three guys or whatever a couple weeks ago.
Right.
So that's continued on here. And then we can't forget about AJ. I don't think he's been on the show yet.
Nope, he's not been on today's show yet.
AJ could be a promo just waiting to happen where he's like, put me in the match, Vince. Or is it one of the return? Well, who are the returning guys? Maybe it's one of those guys.
You're going to have to wait for that, Bob. Siaki going after Swinger. Why, you want to know?
Oh, wait, is it Buff Bagwell?
Hold on, I'll tell you. You know, you're on me. I was going to wait a little bit longer, but we're already 41 minutes and 51 seconds into the show. So, I'll tell you. The two people are Vampiro and Hoovy.
Oh, my God.
Trying to get back in. Vampiro may not have directly approached the company yet, but was willing to apologize for the interview that he did, burying the company. And Guerrera has repeatedly called Jeff Jarrett looking to get back in, claiming that he himself went to the expense of getting his paperwork done. Jarrett isn't interested in using him because of Guerrera's out-of-the-ring behavior. Plus, they probably would feel using him on the X team would be going against the wishes of Antonio Pena.
That's funny. Swinging neckbreaker just a few moments ago by Siaki. And now he does the same. He's going to go to the top rope. I don't know if Siaki ever went to the top rope when he was X Division champion. Wait, Trinity's there.
Oh!
Well, he was already falling off before she even shoved him. So
it made him lose his footing, though.
Yeah, well, it certainly didn't help. Double arm DDT by Swinger. 1, 2, and he pins Sonny Siaki.
Wow. Pretty interesting. Oh, they're saying Swinger says get him up.
That's funny. I mean, Hoovy and Hoovy. I would like Hoovy and Vampiro back, but I understand why they.
Who's that?
That's Desire.
Oh my God. Desire is back, and she just saved Sonny Siaki.
Holy shit.
10 months? She broke her back, if you guys remember, 10 months ago. Look at, and there's a sign, front row, TNA needs Desire. That's awesome.
Is that a plant or is that real?
Yeah, that's probably a plant, but she spears Trinity. Now this is reminding us that Desire is not a good wrestler, but
right.
But kind of a fun return, though, especially with the Siaki connection. I like that. Every man's desire.
Well, that just means that next week we're going to get a 6-person intergendered tag match. Just to extend the feud even longer. Why not?
Wow. Okay.
That's pretty cool. I kind of forgot about Desire.
I did, so that was fun. Look, she's like, oh, Siaki, yeah. You remember me?
Funny.
He's like, wait, didn't you break your back? She's like, yeah.
I'm back. We lived together, though, remember? So, like...
Oh, they hug. Well, it's funny because she left as a heel, and obviously he was at the time. And now he's kind of turned face, and now she returns, gets a big, nice pop.
Yeah.
Backstage with Director of Authority, Vince Russo. I'm assuming this is where Styles will walk in.
No. Sorry about your damn luck, James. You ain't going in.
He says, I want to respect Chris's wishes, but I don't know if James is the right guy.
Sure.
Maybe you have some suggestions, JB?
Hulk Hogan.
How about me, Vance?
Oh, it is AJ.
I know it's a huge decision.
Why do you say decision weird?
Look, I'm ready to go. He's already in his white gear, dude. Big pay-per-view cage match.
No, if I'm Vince, I'd be like, no, AJ, you don't like me.
I know what it's like. Telling you, Bob. People wear they wear white on the big matches, and he's wearing all white.
That's true. Don't do it. Yep.
Look, he's exactly what Bob just said. Vince Russo is saying, I've been trying to track you down, apologize.
Look at JB's face. What the hell's going on here?
I love it.
Yeah. I like AJ being kind of smug about it. Like, yeah. Oh, now Russo saying you should have thought about that 6 weeks ago.
Wow. Pretty interesting, Bob. I don't know what's going to happen, man. Now, I think this is a good time to bring up. Remember, you ordered a pay-per-view. You thought it was Chris Harris, Jeff Jarrett in the main event in a cage match. Bob, are you upset almost an hour into the show and you're not getting your match that you probably bought it for? Or are you okay with the idea of someone else?
That's
being...
a really good question. Am I answering this like as if it's 2004?
I would say
Like,
yes. Let's answer it like that first.
Like I'm 15.
Yeah, you ordered the show. You were like, "Hey, Dad, it's not a cent, but can I get it for $9.95? I know I did it once and I got in trouble for it, but can you order this one for me?"
I'm gonna say, cause at this time I like Chris Harris a lot, and I was like sold on it. I was like, this could be good. So I'm going to say that I would be upset.
Yeah, I mean,
And I don't know who getting into the match would make me not upset. Like it would change my tune. I'm gonna go with my gut and say that if Raven were to get the shot, I'd be fine with it. I wouldn't be as upset.
I think it's the smart move, to be honest, because of the history. But here's the thing: if they did that and they didn't pull the trigger again on Raven, dude, don't do it if you ain't gonna pull the trigger.
Yeah,
Raven better not get one single heavyweight title shot unless he's winning that fucking belt again.
I agree with. I totally agree with that.
So it appears we are getting a Michael Shane Christopher Daniels match coming up. Michael Shane is coming out now, and Daniels just had a promo, so it's just making an educated guess. Accompanied by the new franchise.
And you know what? I would. Oh, it looks like these guys are made up at least. Shane Douglas seems like as if he's.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah. Excuse me. Well, as I was gonna say, I think I'm only upset about. I would be upset about AJ Styles if he were to get the shot because AJ Styles has, for the most part, been made to look like a complete jabroni.
I guess especially against Jarrett, dude.
Right. So that's why I'd be a little, probably, annoyed with that. Let me see if there's any indie notes for these fellas. Michael Shane, who hasn't actually wrestled for TNA in almost a month. Last time we saw him was on March 31st in the ring. So on April 9th, Michael Shane won a three-way dance against Adam Flash and Nate Webb for IWA Mid-South at April Blood Showers 2004 in Olytic, Indiana. And then the next day, on April 10th, Austin Aries defeated Michael Shane at Simply the Best 5 in Highland, Indiana for IWA Mid-South. So that's what he's been up to. And let's see what Christopher Daniels has been up to. For some reason, I don't click on the pages before I start looking. So that's good. Shane
Douglas had the announce table. Looking like he's going on a beach vacation.
Yeah, what is it? Is it going on like a cruise or something?
Yeah.
Christopher Daniels defeated B-Boy on April 17th for PWG at the Musical. And that was in Santa Ana, California. And you know what? Since Shane Douglas is on commentary, let's see what Shane Douglas has been up to.
Yeah, why not? It does sound like, Bob, whoever wins this is going to be on the Team NWA. Is that what I'm getting from this? They just said the stakes are very high, I heard on commentary, so.
Shane Douglas has not been up to anything.
Okay.
Since the last time he was, at least according, again, to Cage Match.
Nice fast start here. Daniel slaps Michael Shane in the face, ducks a clothesline, Oh, nice heel kick.
1, 2. Kick out by Michael Shane.
And who knows what's next for the franchise? That's Shane Douglas on commentary.
Cut the fucking music.
Oh, shit.
Daniels is backdrop Michael Shane over the top rope like he was Shawn Michaels. I think that anytime Shane Douglas cuts a promo, his first words should just be, cut the fucking music. And it's like, Shane, there's no fucking music. You're backstage.
No matter what, yeah. Did you know my cousin Shawn Michaels will never live up to the Michael Shane? He's going to be the cousin of Michael Shane soon. Shawn's just a degenerate. Oh, spinning neck breaker.
Swinging neck breaker.
He spun, he swung.
It's not spinning, you're swinging.
He also spun, so I'm saying it's both.
I think it's a swinging neck breaker.
Well, it's an axe kick too, but you know.
Okay, you know what?
Michael Shane off the rope. Oh, it gets tossed to the floor again. Daniel's going to go for a high-risk maneuver. Oh, no, he's just walking to the apron. And drop to the axe handle. Or a forearm. I don't even know if it was an axe handle.
Well, what's really the difference?
Double is axe handle, or he just dropped like a...
So a single axe handle.
I guess. Bob's trying to get too technical on me. Listen, Bob thinks that he's better at all this stuff than I am, but... You know.
I am. I'm the professor.
Short on clothesline.
You're the Don West. You're not a wrestling fan. You're just there to be energetic.
Okay, honestly, that's a really big compliment, so I will accept it.
You're welcome.
I'm
I
the
didn't
Don
mean it as an insult. I like Don West.
I'm the Don West of our team. I'm totally fine with that. Speaking of Don West and Mike Tenay, mostly Mike Tenay. In fact, it barely has to do with Mike Tenay. He's just listed in the note. But this is kind of random, but there hasn't been any contact between Vince McMahon and Bobby Heenan since they talked about it apparently a few weeks ago in The Observer. Now, why the fuck does this have to do with TNA? Well, Heenan, who is apparently best friends with Mike Tenay, who's, at TNA, has floated the idea of working there for probably a year, but nothing has happened. TNA at one point, and Dave says he believes that this was when Russo was in power, called him for a show, but he had a prior commitment, and there was some reason that he couldn't be there. And they just never called him again. Dave notes that I do know Heenan over the last week or two, on his own, came up with the idea of going in and making Johnny Fairplay his apprentice, since TNA has a commitment to Fairplay and has no idea what to do with him. Fairplay himself is frustrated since they haven't even brought him in a few weeks.
Oh, Tracy using her cast to punch Daniels right in the midsection on the floor. Heenan having Fairplay as an apprentice. I don't know about that.
Kind of a weird idea. I don't know what is he apprenticing for.
Yeah, to be like a manager. I don't know.
Could be.
And then Heenan they were saying he was talking to Vince?
Well, I don't know. Well, because he hasn't been. But I don't know what that relates to because, we don't cover WWE news on here.
Well, I think Heenan was inducted into the Hall of Fame this year.
Okay. That makes sense then.
So that would maybe explain that. Michael Shane cheating with an abdominal stretch, getting extra leverage from Tracy, but Daniels didn't get up.
Oh, look, Tracy pulling the arm of Michael Shane, giving him extra leverage. Oh, Mike Posey kicked off her arm, even though he was staring right at her when she was doing it.
Right.
Well, they switched. Daniels, grabs Tracy's hair.
I wonder how long she's going to have that cast on, because she was fine, right? They said that?
Yeah, so it's definitely a gimmick. Also, the cast is looking like it got smaller. Like, I barely noticed that it's a cast now.
Oh yeah, it might have been. Yeah, slingshot crossbody to the floor by Michael Shane. Did I? I feel like I might have said this, but did you know that Michael Shane wrestled in ECW?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he actually did.
Really? Like
Yeah,
a bunch or is just a couple?
a couple of spots, like house shows. I think he's actually on the last ECW show, the house show in 2001.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised because it's kind of like Styles wrestling in WCW, which is like so weird to think about.
Right. I just wonder how he would have gone even noticed in ECW.
Yeah.
Or by ECW, I mean. That lady like suplex. Who does this guy think he is? Shane Douglas? 1, 2. Daniels kicks out it.
I mean, it's got to be kind of toward even like I said, WCW. I feel like toward the end of, and maybe it's similar for both companies that they're looking at these younger stars trying to get other people in.
Well, yeah. And I think if a guy like Michael Shane, and nothing against Michael Shane, but if Michael Shane can get a spot in ECW, then I mean, obviously guys like CM Punk and
Yeah. So if it kept going,
right? Anybody in like Ring of Honor that started off would probably have. Most of them probably would have gotten a spot in ECW at some point. Like Homicide, like give me a break. He would have been perfect for ECW. Oh,
wow.
double face buster, I guess.
Yeah. Something like that.
Or did Daniels face buster Shane and he just fell down? I don't know.
I think that was more what it is, but they're both down, so. No, look, yeah, he's saying that Daniels pulled his hair, so I guess really it was Daniels. Oh, close line. I feel like this match started off a lot better than it's kind of kept going. I feel like they keep you doing like weird stops. There's some good moves going on though. I don't.
It's it's like start and stop. You get a pretty good flow to it and you stop. Blue Thunder Driver. Kick out.
Oh man. I believe we are under an hour left of the show. We're at 58 minutes, 39 seconds.
Which is 56 minutes and 6 seconds left in the show. Michael Shane climbing to the top rope very slowly. But Daniel stops him with a palm strike.
Oh, off the top, dropped, crotched onto the top rope. Douglas has left the table. He's trying to cheer on Michael Shane. I can see where this is going already.
He's gonna super kick him. He's gonna super kick Shane Douglas. He's gonna tell him, "Shut up, dude. You're annoying."
Come on, Michael Shane.
Oh yeah, he's gonna do something to piss him off. Well, he shut him out of the way.
Oh,
Daniels with a moonsault.
He took the bullet for Michael Shane. Daniels trips over Shane Douglas. Oh shit! Shane Douglas got shoved by Michael Shane. Oh my god!
Shoved, dude. Shane Douglas is gonna freaking murder him now. Oh no! You don't do that. Oh, see, I love how he's got to show the chain. Like, oh, I got it on my fucking face.
And he whips it to wrap around his hand.
He can't do anything discreetly. He's just like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna kill you with it.
Dude, it is kind of funny because he literally always does it.
Every time. Yeah, like now he's hiding it, but dude, you already showed it to us. We know it's on your fist. Is Posey gonna get knocked down? No, he's not.
No, I feel like one of them's just gonna get kind of shoved into the.
Yeah.
The BME.
Ever.
Best moonsault ever. Oh, 2 count.
Oh, I thought he got him. Yeah, her cast is definitely small.
Right? I thought so too.
It almost doesn't even look like a cast at this point. It's like a soft cast.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like ace bandage now. It's healing up. She doesn't really need it.
An ace bandage. Yeah. I bet.
Lane and punches Daniels in the corner. Whips him. Oh, reverses it. Michael Shane gets chest first into the turnbuckle. Oh,
nice.
Beautiful super kick on Daniels. But he's not covering him quick enough. But Shane goes, 1, 2, 3, cover him. Even though he's got the chain in his hand, ready to knock him out.
Just do it, pin him right now. Do it. Come on, go. Go.
It's kind of interesting because Tracy's on one side of the ring and Douglas is on the other.
Yeah.
Fisherman.
I like how he...
Reversal. Daniels tosses him over.
I like how Shane put the chain on his fist, and it's been like 3 minutes, and he hasn't used it yet.
Well, they kind of want you to forget about it.
Kick out. Take it home, Michael J. Beat him.
Reverse DDT. Wait, Douglas is up on the apron. Oh, he hit Daniels in the head with the chain.
No, is he gonna pin Daniels off that? Come on, Posey. Or is Michael Shane... Take him. Do it. Michael Shane's looking at him. No.
Wait, he wants to beat him with a super kick. He just slapped his leg. He doesn't want to beat him with Shane Douglas's chain hit.
I want to do it on my own. Is Michael Shane turning babyface on us or what?
Yeah,
what is he doing?
Is.
Shane Douglas just telling him no.
Not doing it your way, doing it my way. Okay. Oh, look, he's tuning up the band. Oh, it gets countered. STO. Oh, shit, he beat him with an STO.
Wow.
That's, wow. Shane Douglas is pissed. Daniels looks to be officially joining Team NWA.
Sure looks it.
Yep, and here they come, dude. We got Jerry Lynn, Elix Skipper, and Chris Sabin.
Wait, so now Elix Skipper isn't bitter about the Loki thing?
I guess not.
He hugged.
Wait, so Sanjay kicked off?
Is Sanjay kicked out? I thought Sabin was out.
Sabin's back now.
What the fuck? What happened to Sanjay?
I don't know, dude. That's weird.
Michael Shane, damn it. I should have just done it. I should have just used the chain did, and then I pinned him 1, 2, 3, but I'm an idiot. I thought that was Jeff Hardy for a second, and it's Tracy. Without seeing her face in the t-shirt, I thought that was Jeff Hardy. Look at that. That's Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, it's definitely Jeff Hardy.
Why? Come on, Michael Shane. I was trying to cheat for you, and you didn't do it. What is wrong with you? Listen to me. I'm Shane Douglas. I'm a former ECW World Champion. But now he's telling Tracy to shut up. They've been a group for like 2 months, and they're already falling apart. Michael Shane looks like he's just walking off. Nope. Oh, he slaps the hand away of Douglas.
Let's stick with this if we can. We're scheduled for an interview, but we want to see what's happening here in the ring.
Douglas is not... Uh-oh. Douglas seemed like he's backing off. He's not being aggressive.
Yeah, he's not, which is interesting.
Shane is. Michael Shane is. Uh-oh.
Tracy's like, stop. Oh, shit.
Oh, is fucking Shane Douglas turning babyface tonight or what? I don't know what's going on anymore.
Dude, this is weird. Just have a match. Blow it off, guys. You made me lose this. I wanted to win with the super kick. Oh, he slapped Shane.
Oh, no, man. Shane Douglas is gonna get fucking Father James Mitchell again and be like, "Yo, are you ready to?" He'd fucking try to slam his shirt down, and it slipped out of his hand and fell behind him. I love it.
He gave Trissy his watch.
Well, he's gotta get the chain out of his pocket, right?
So he's taking his belt off. He's gonna whip him. He's either stripping or he's gonna whip him with it. Oh shit!
Oh my god, he's whipping him with the belt. Michael Shane was like, "Please don't do it." And now he's feeding him up with the belt. What?
Clothesline.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
This is out of control.
This is weird. Like, this is like a discipline thing. Oh, now he's just gonna go right for the fist. He's punched him. It's over. These guys have definitely broken up. See, I thought Michael Shane was going babyface, but then he shoved Tracy down. So now I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Maybe this is just two heels, like, breaking up. Which would be weird. I don't see myself being able to cheer for Shane Douglas.
Look at the punches. Boom,
Just
boom,
knuckles
boom,
right
boom. Those look like punches like I'm about to bust you open hard way.
Dude, yeah. Like, I feel like you could see like the knuckle protruding out and just like digging into his forehead. What is she doing?
Tracy's grabbing the belt now.
What the fuck?
Like, what should she do? Is she? No, she's getting involved. She's choking Shane Douglas. It's around his neck. They can't air this on that wrestling channel.
I was just gonna say, are they gonna have another hanging? Just when there's a super kick.
So Tracy must essentially be aligned with Michael Shane in this case.
Even though she just got shoved down by the guy.
Well, she understands. It was in the heat of passion. Oh, they're whipping him with the belt.
I'm so confused of who I should be cheering for.
I think at this point we're cheering Shane Douglas.
Right?
Yeah, it's definitely Shane Douglas, dude. Look, yeah, you don't. The heel ain't
the
heel ain't down.
Calls the heels, yeah. Yep. So Shane Douglas is going to be the
security here. Took a little too long, but that's not a surprise. It's TNA security.
Okay, so it took for me to know. Because that whole segment was very confusing as to who the hell I should be supporting.
Okay, we're backstage. JB with Vince Russo.
He's stressing out.
I've heard from AJ. Heard Killings and Harris wanting James Storm to be in. What the fuck is going to happen, Vince? We're under an hour into the show left, and we don't know who's fighting Jeff Jarrett in a cage.
I know what's at stake, JB.
You think I expected this tonight, huh? I need some time to come up with a decision. Oh, okay. Abyss wants to be in it too. You have something you want to say?
I do it. Oh my god. She's Puerto Rican? Latina?
Something like that. Oh yeah, she's got a Puerto Rico flag on her.
Okay, yeah.
It's Goldilocks, guys.
Right.
Talking about Abyss being tormented his whole life. Oh, Vince Russo said Halloween is over. Okay.
Okay.
That was bizarre.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that we're gonna get creepy dark hair French lady, and instead we get like she's wearing a different wig, sunglasses, a bandana, and a Puerto Rican flag shirt. She had a fake tattoo on her arm, I think, because I don't think that was a real tattoo.
I don't think so either. Video package reminding us that the tag team titles changed hands last week by disqualification when Dallas, also known as Big Man, uses a nightstick to get himself disqualified. Clearly, the trailer park couldn't afford pay-per-view, otherwise Dallas would have known the rules. A Kid Cash promo in the video package. He's a mad KID. And Dallas is madder
Oh, he's going to start hurting people.
Messing people up.
I do not like the team of Apollo and D'Lo. I'm sorry.
You don't like it?
It's just two. It's the same thing, dude. Two singles guys, and they're champions. It just is weird to me.
That's true. They don't have a team name.
They don't have a team name. I guess technically Kid Kash and Dallas don't either, but they're related, so it's okay.
But right, and then also Dallas debuted in the tag team, or as a part of the alliance, so it's different.
We're gonna get our titles back and be the greatest team of all time. Look at this, Bob. Tag Team Championship match. It looks like we're getting a rematch.
I'm sure I'm sure D'Lo's going back to Japan any minute now, so they're probably going to take the belts off of him. Anyway.
Dude, that's bullshit.
I'm telling you. He goes to Japan all the time.
Kash and Dallas, 1 week wonders. Disqualification rule confuses newcomer. Yeah, so there you go. They're literally, yeah, that's what they're doing.
That's funny.
Fuck. New champions agree to rematch. How nice of them.
That is priceless. So the new guy that came in here, he didn't know the rules, and he lost the tag belts. that's the angle. Kash. Kid. Wow.
Kid. Here he is, dude. Kid Kash and the big man, Dallas. Who's now on the front of Dallas' shirt is what his tramp stamp tattoo is. And I'll be honest, I have no fucking idea what it is.
Oh, man, it does.
Quick and painful. It says something quick and painful. Kid Kash has poison from birth on his shirt.
I like that.
Oh, it's just like a weird design. So it's nothing. It looks like fallopian tubes to me. I'm just saying it. Like if you look at like the scientific drawings.
Yeah.
Here's D'Lo and Apollo. Yeah, I don't know, man. Kind of disappointed that this is a tag team in the record book with holding the titles. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We're friends, so we're going to win. Look at my tribal tattoos. And I used to wear a mask, and I took it off for fun.
See what? I like how he comes out to literally the beat of a DMX song. How is that legal?
It's just a beat, man. Or it's like slightly different. He's like, yeah, hold up the titles, Apollo. We got to hold these up. And it's because they're getting attacked from behind by Kash and Dallas.
Yeah, awkwardly just showing the belts off everybody.
Dallas and Kash both get clotheslined. And now Dallas knocked to the floor. Oh, Kash pressed to the floor. Dallas catches him, though. He's safe. That's awesome. I like that. Big D is on Dallas's pants. D'Lo flies, and his feet almost get caught on the top rope.
Does it really say Big D?
Yeah, on his left leg, it says Big D. I prefer Big Dal.
Big Dal.
That's what I call myself sometimes. Apollo flips to the
floor.
floor.
Holy shit. Apollo did a running somersault dive to the floor, and he landed on his feet.
Impressive.
How that guy that size can do that? Holy shit. Usually he's like just a missile, but he fucking somersault? Whoa.
Pretty good. I'd like to point out that Dallas's tattoo is the exact same design as the shirt. So Dallas has a shirt before most of the roster does, it looks like.
I feel like it's his shirt.
I'm sure it is. I just think it's kind of funny.
I mean, how many TNA shirts are there anyway? There's like
the thing is that we don't really know. The
AJ has one.
AJ has one.
America's Most Wanted has one.
Yeah, there was. If we're gonna kind of do all over, there's an American flag TNA design. There's the 2 Wednesday night pay-per-views from the first show, and then like a couple weeks later. There's the.
I'm talking about like wrestler specific.
Oh, wrestler specifically? Well, AJ and America's Most Wanted. Sex, if you want to count that, I guess.
Sex is a group.
Yeah. I think that might be it. I don't know if I've seen any others.
Either.
Then there's the I smacked it raw and I want more.
Sandman shirt, yeah.
No, that's just the regular. That's a TNA shirt. He
That's
wore
a
it.
TNA shirt?
Yeah, and Sandman just wore it. That's like they have a logo on the front and stuff. It's just like a regular like TNA shirt. Apollo and Dallas going at it. Spinebuster on Dallas. He's hurting. He's in pain.
Here comes D'Lo. You're looking at the real deal now. Ooh wee. Irish whip. Kash saves Dallas, but he gets knocked off the apron by D'Lo.
Oh!
And dropped over the top rope. Springboard missile dropkick by Kash. 1, 2. D'Lo kicks out at 2. And now Kash is going to keep control with a head scissors on the mat. I feel like D'Lo's not going to submit to that.
Dude, I'm so mad that you're probably right that D'Lo's going back to Japan and they're just going to win the titles back right now.
He has to be. Like you said, he's wearing his All Japan gear with the group name. As Kash just assisted Kash with a standing moonsault, like a backdrop or a back suplex to get a 2 count on D'Lo. I really don't care about this match right now.
I know, isn't that bad?
And I think it's completely D'Lo and Apollo. Even though Apollo had a nice dive to the floor. Oh, clothesline spear combo by Kash and Dallas. 1, 2. Apollo makes the save. Nice is pie facing him. D'Lo responds with a right hand. Another one. How about one more? Sends him into the ropes. Kash with a boot to the chest. Triple springboard. Apollo didn't even bother to swipe his legs because he did it. D'Lo with a powerbomb.
Yeah, it's actually a really good point. He literally did it right in his corner in front of him, and he didn't even think to, like, maybe I should stop him.
He was like, I'll just let you do it. But D'Lo was able to bail himself out with a powerbomb. Now he's, like, having a seizure or something on the mat. I don't know what D'Lo was doing there, but okay. He's just bobbing his head. Is that his Hulk up?
Oh, my God.
I got to look up these guys' indie notes, right?
Oh, shit, Bob. Yes, come on. What the fuck?
I got so distracted.
Did you do the last match? Oh yeah, you did because you checked.
Yeah, because
yeah.
See, I'm tired, guys.
Apollo clothesline in Dallas. Big D as we call him now, because I'm
Big
Dallas.
Big Dal.
No, I'm Big Dal.
Oh, you're Big Dal. Okay. Well, D'Lo Brown hasn't done anything.
Okay. Stalling suplex to kick Kash by Apollo.
Apollo's done anything.
Oh, Shining Wizard by D'Lo Brown onto Dallas.
Which is always a weird move to see by D'Lo, I feel like.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. It's so weird that, oh shit, Dallas to the reversal, D'Lo clothesline kick Kash, got super kicked by Apollo, falls out of the ring.
Apollo, he was busy for IWA Puerto Rico, teaming with Glamour Boy Shane and Invader 1 in a losing effort against Diamante, Hangman Hughes, and Ray Gonzalez on April 17th. There goes the referee with a...
Dude, no, that was bullshit.
That was bad. That was like...
D'Lo walked right toward him, tried to swing and hit Rudy Charles, but he kind of just more got distracted. He didn't really hit him. Kash has got the lead pipe. Apollo stops him. Now Apollo has the pipe, and he hits Dallas. Hits Kid Kash. Hits Dallas again. Bob.
The referee's on.
I gotta go.
Oh, Daz is leaving. Hey,
what the fuck?
Hangman Hughes defeated Apollo on April 18th, by the way.
What the fuck, man?
What the fuck, dude? That is so stupid. 2 weeks in a row. Dallas wrestled Big Dallas. He wrestled for PCW on April 17th. He teamed up with Jeremy Sage in a losing effort against the Professionals, which is John Allen and Mike Thunder. No idea who they are. And let's see this. Vince is still sitting in the same chair.
Get out of here, Raven.
Raven.
Vince, relax. Take a seat. You got something you want to say to me?
And Kid Kash didn't do anything.
You're telling me to sit here and trust you? They're just going back and forth, guys. I mean, we've heard this the entire show. We literally have one match left, and we don't even know what it is. We were once friends. I'm the better of two evils. If I don't beat him, if he doesn't lose the belt, you're going to be a laughingstock. Oh, what kind of champion would you be, Raven? I'm going to be the thorn in my side, Raven. All I want is the belt. Raven even just said he'll defend it nightly if he gets it. I'm your landslide of defense. I'm your only hope, Vince, because no one, and I mean no one, can beat Jeff Jarrett.
Dude, this is just getting too much. They're really putting a lot of stake into no one can beat Jeff Jarrett.
I know they are. There's a lot of people who aren't going to like this decision, but I think I've made it. Shakes Raven's hand.
Oh, boy.
Oh, look at this.
Why
athletes from around the world. The World X Cup. You hear it? In the month of May.
No, it's Huey.
In most imminent. Oh, shit.
Ultimate X is back on May 26th for the finals of the World X Cup.
Dude. Whoa.
Damn.
Well, that's funny because I had a note that pretty much about when that was happening. Not about the Ultimate X, but that the World X Cup is coming back. So 5 different matches, including tag team, gauntlet, ladder match, and including Ultimate X. Whoa, Bob. I don't know if you can tell me that show's going to suck.
I mean, if there's an Ultimate X match, I mean, it can't suck. It's really hard to make those matches not good, I feel like.
Well, Bob, if you want to be a wrestler here at TNA, NWA-TNA.com, the next gut check, May
Once again, I feel like no one has done that. So.
I don't believe you. They are going to be taping matches, though, for that show on May 12th and May 19th, by the way. Which makes sense, by the way. That's 2 weeks before the show airs, so. Oh, you got, Bob, check these out.
What is it? Oh, trading card.
People coming up to you to get their trading cards signed.
Which Dallas does not have. He has a few of them, but not all of them.
I don't have all of them. I'd love a sealed pack of those.
Is that a bald Raven?
It is a bald Raven on the front.
Let's see. Have you looked on eBay to see if there's a sealed TNA 04?
What'd you say?
Did you look on eBay?
I've looked before. I haven't looked in a while. Yes, the return of Desire tonight. Haven't seen her in almost a year. Well, next week, Desire, Sonny Siaki, and Simon Diamond will take on Trinity, Glenn Gilberti, and Johnny Swinger. Bob called that.
Is it really intergender? It is. Oh my god.
Team NWA versus Team AAA.
Booking the show.
Team AAA versus Team NWA next week. The Monster Abyss, 1-on-1. with Sabu.
Who is he fighting?
Sabu and Abyss.
Oh.
So today's saying, did that handshake submit the deal for Raven?
Sabu and Abyss again.
We're going to send it to the back. Talk about Jeff Jarrett and Bob. As we go back, I forgot, I have a note about Kid Kash. And it's that he was hospitalized over the weekend after a spider bite, but he wasn't expected to miss any action, which he clearly didn't. Yeah, it must have been a pretty nasty one. Jeff says, Vince Russo, I'm talking directly to you, Vance.
Vince Russo, I'm looking right at you, pal.
Even you had the World Heavyweight Champion fooled. For weeks and weeks and weeks.
You even fooled me, Vance. Zebra. They never change their spots. Zebra and cheetahs.
1 year ago, almost to the day, April 30th, 2003. Raven on one side of the ring, and Jeff Jarrett on the other side of the ring. Challenger versus champion. Well, Bob, it kind of seems like that's what's going on here. Raven may be facing off against Jeff Jarrett. Me and you again. Yeah, look at that. The most anticipated match in TNA history. Again.
He is all right, so he is under the assumption that Raven's fighting.
Yeah. He's cutting this promo on Raven. After this Jarrett promo, when they're doing their entrances, I have one final note I'll read during that time. It's not super exciting, but we're just going to talk about it. It's talking about going face-to-face, man-to-man. Russo, Raven. Walking in the champion and walking out the champion.
Okay, he could have done that promo in like half the time.
Yes, he could have. Okay, so we're getting a highlight package. So
And now
I'm
we're
just
going
going to
to
tell you now. Okay, so the current plan is to continue the weekly Wednesday night pay-per-views as well as run weekly Thursday TV tapings, presumably in Orlando. That's for that Fox Sports Net deal. With the TV airing the next afternoon. Dave notes here that I'm all for guys getting 8 to 10 dates per month, but for TV, it's so much more cost-effective to tape 2 or 3 shows at once. And right now, they need to keep expenses down wherever possible. All they need to do is tape matches and the angles, since if they go 2 weeks, they'll pretty much know where they are headed. And it isn't like wrestling companies in the past didn't tape like this. Whatever changes need to be made can be shot in Nashville on pay-per-view day and inserted into the tape day for that Friday. So we'll see.
So they're going to do one episode of TV?
Yeah, so it sounds like as of right now, yeah. Look at this, just Jeff Jarrett's name spinning on the screen. This is literally a Jeff Jarrett highlight video. He showed him hitting Hogan, shows him fighting Sting, AJ Styles.
He slapped the radio
Toby
guy.
Keith, the Titans. I mean, you name it, it's on here. In front of 18,000 in Mexico. He was in New Zealand and Australia. I mean, we're seeing the ultimate Jeff Jarrett, I'm the best fucking highlight package right now. When you see shit like this, do you not think that Jeff Jarrett's got to be one of the most hated guys in wrestling? Because I don't know, man. Okay, here's beating up Vince Russo.
I feel like he's the most hated, but also the most like delusional.
This comes off as I am delusional. And I think it's an important note, again, me and Bob are saying this. We like Jeff Jarrett, but this stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is just unaware of like where he should be placed. I think when your main angle is like nobody can beat Jeff Jarrett, that's like kind of tough to buy into. And this would explain why there was so much stuff because you guys set up the cage. I kind of forgot about that part.
Yeah, I was just thinking that actually, Bob. That it actually kind of makes sense that they did this. Look at this. Mystery, mystery, mystery. We don't know who Jeff Jarrett's fighting actually officially, it looks like, but we know Jarrett's stats 6'1", 238, 18 years as a pro. Jarrett's got the experience edge. That's right. He's more of a pro than any of these other guys. Champ prepared for Harris. That's right, he was, but it doesn't matter anymore.
But now it's Raven. They should have just put Raven on there. That's what they are telling us.
Decision time for Russo. Cage provides an even playing field.
Does it? Because I feel like every cage match has had interference. No outside interference. Dude, there's people involved all the time.
There it is, Bob. The cage.
Now, I want to point out that that guy that replaced JB when JB got fired had been doing ring announcing.
Oh, I didn't even notice that, dude.
Yeah, I noticed it when they announced the disqualification title change for tag title. So he was there. So JB was not running back and forth.
Oh wow. How did I not notice that? Usually
I didn't.
That other guy isn't bad, I don't think. Jarrett's long ass video here. So Jarrett's even coming out first. So that even still is adding to this mystery of is it actually Raven?
Yeah, champion coming out first never happens. But
Especially when it's Jarrett.
You gotta keep the mystery, I guess. For as long as you can. What if it's Chris Harris?
Well, Jarrett has a guitar. NWA heavyweight champ. Jeff Jarrett. Doesn't have a tight ass shirt on today though.
I think it should be Chris Harris, but in a full body cast.
Dude, that'd be so funny. He comes back, his shoulders put back in place, he's taped up from head to toe.
You can't keep me down, Raven.
Jarrett's walking into the side that the door is normally on, but they actually put the door on the opposite side, so it's on the hard camera side. Goes over to TNA, puts the guitar in front of him, yells at him a little bit. Screw you, TNA.
Who is going to be the showdown? Is it going to be Raven? Could it be Ron Killings? Could it be Abyss? I don't know. Who is it going to be? The people are begging to find out.
Let's see.
Oh, it's Vince Russo's music.
Oh, it's a Vince Russo song? Okay.
I was like, who the hell was that?
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't recognize it, but...
Well, because it doesn't start off with, fuck you, anymore.
Here he is, dude. What's he gonna say? His most important decision since he was made the director of Authority. He's got a bottle of water with him in case he couldn't get through this without taking a sip. He looks so confused, dude. He doesn't know what to do. One point that first he wants to make absolutely clear to Chris Harris. Look, Raven's getting ready right in the back there. I see him. He's behind he's behind their video screen. Chris, when you're healthy, you will have your opportunity. Raven warming up is a weird idea. Like he's doing jumping jacks.
Yeah, why isn't he just out there? He thinks he's going to have a match. The fans are chanting truth.
Yeah, they are, dude. James Storm's name was brought up for one. But I want to say this. James has a promising career ahead of him, but tonight, James Storm is not ready He's not ready to step in that cage with that animal. Not tonight. And then there's Abyss. Let me make things something perfectly clear to the Abyss and the Wacko walking around with him in the back. It doesn't work the way that he was trying to get a title shot. Not with him as DOA.
Is Raven just going to be shadow boxing in the corner for 5 minutes or what?
Kind of looks like that. So now the truth. Oh, 3 Life Crew is also going to learn that they're not going to bully him into earning a spot. So that's a no-go for Truth, Storm, and Abyss so far. So what's it come down to, Jeff? Comes down to Raven, doesn't it? But you and I had a bond, Jeff. Okay, why are you using his freaking regular names? Me and Scott Levy, we got a bond too. Who cares? Get him out here, Jeff yells. No question in my mind that Raven can step in and defeat him.
Well, then put him in there.
Oh no. When I came out here 6 weeks ago and said that Vince Russo saw the light, Raven, Scott, whoever you are, that Vince Russo will not make a deal with the devil. Raven is getting angry. He's throwing chairs now. And I had to reach down into my heart.
Raven's literally like off to the side. Like if you look at his background, he's like probably like right behind Russo, but to the left.
Yeah. His opponent in his last title defense, he's saying, "Oh, it's a swerve, bro. It's against AJ Styles." There he is. He had his white gear on. That's why I had a feeling. I think, you know what? If you're going to be a little bitch, I think you should have just made it a 3-way. You said you knew Raven could do it. Just put all 3 of them in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This just sucks because AJ hasn't been booked to look like a challenger to him.
Yeah. JB is back doing announcing, by the way. There must be a winner, he says. They're already trying to go at it. We barely get to even hold the title up.
I'm just going to get AJ's indie notes out of the way now that we know it's him. We haven't seen AJ either since March 31st, by the way, in that 4-way or whatever.
Here we go. Bell rings, 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 43 seconds.
April 9th, AJ Styles beat B-Boy for IWA Mid-South April Blood Showers in Olik, Indiana. Next night, April 10th, he defeated Matt Seidel. It's simply the best 5 for IWA Mid-South. And on April 17th, AJ Styles retained the IWC Super Indie title when he defeated Homicide for IWC at a Gangsta's Retribution for IWC, obviously, International Wrestling Cartel. Now it's time to just focus on the cage match. There's 14 minutes and 35 seconds left in the show. They're shoving each other. They're intense. It's like as if they've never seen each other.
I know. I don't know, Bob. I just can't see Styles beating Jarrett. I mean, every time he fought Jarrett, besides the one time he won the title, he literally looked like garbage because Jarrett didn't let him do anything.
Yeah. Well, and another thing, too, so you're saying that if Jarrett were to lose the title, he would want it by the time they got back to TV. Here's my question.
That's the rumor. So, that's kind of an interesting point to bring up.
So my thing is, let's say AJ wins this match. I would, and maybe I'm kind of contradicting myself a little bit here, but out of the two, in terms of like introducing new viewers, I think I would want AJ as my world champion. Just for the style and everything. Now I understand that Jeff Jarrett's a more recognizable name and people will know him.
Right.
But are you really going to maintain or even get more viewers with him? I don't think so. I think if you see a new guy like AJ Styles doing phenomenal moves, they might be like, oh shit, this guy's pretty good.
Right.
So trading arm drags in a cage match. I love it. Chops. Right hands. Jarrett dropping him with one punch. Another one. Now he's taunting AJ. You're nothing but a tag team wrestler, AJ. You're nothing but X Division.
Nothing.
Over the shoulder. Is he going to drive him into the cage? Nope. Styles counters. Jarrett running the ropes. Nice drop kick by AJ. Look at me. I'm phenomenal.
Blah.
Cheer me.
Incredible extension of the legs. Dropping that knee on Jeff Jarrett. Incredible. Just kicks Jarrett after that 2 count. Andrew Thomas is a ref. You know there's going to be some fuckery happening. We'll see. Jarrett off the ropes. Bob fell asleep on me.
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. Bob is here. See, Jarrett lays in the right hand on Styles.
It's just punches. Fucking Jarrett punches in a cage match. Come on. Throw him into the cage. Let's get some blood.
I know.
Guess what? Another punch. Ready? Here we go. Ready? He's gonna punch him.
Nope. Pop up Hurricanrana.
It's a kip up Hurricanrana.
Whatever, dude. It's the same fucking thing.
Chop, forearm, chop, forearm. Big
Power
yes
slam.
the cage. Snap power slam. 1, 2. I can't wait for Andrew Thomas to get sent into the cage.
Into the cage, right.
That'll be fun.
Who's going to give Jarrett the guitar? Vince Russo?
Oh, man. Yeah, who is going to?
He's going to turn. Stalling suplex on Jarrett. He's holding him. And he's down.
Do you think Raven's going to get involved?
How can he not?
I feel like AJ's going to... Wait, is this only by pin? Probably only by pin, right?
I don't think it's by escape. I don't think they said that. So
I was going to say, if AJ were to try to go... That's a good shot. If AJ were to try to go through the cage door, like Raven would just smash it on his face.
Styles going for that moonsault DDT, but Jarrett caught him, sends him right into the cage. That was a nice count. Not yet, but now he gets thrown in again, but that time his back hit, so no need to blade his back. And Styles into it again.
Oh. That was a hard one.
And they're saying that the cage benefits Jeff Jarrett. And back suplex by Jarrett. Oh, going for another one. Are we going for 3 of them here? Twist the arm again and going for a third. That's 3. Crowd's pretty into this. They're pretty loud.
I'm kind of surprised by that, honestly. I thought maybe the crowd was chanting for truth. Like they wanted him.
Right. Well, they're mostly chanting Jarrett sucks, so they just don't like Jarrett. So
yeah. So I think you insert anybody into this, they're probably going to be getting cheered for. Which makes me wonder why maybe they should have picked somebody outside the box, and then you could
have made a star out of it.
A star out of it. Yeah.
That would have been kind of fun to see someone random going for a missile dropkick off the top. Jarrett sidesteps.
Because so if Chris Sabin's healthy, apparently, if he's there, what if Russo was like, I think I know someone that can beat Chris Sabin, and Sabin were to come in here and have maybe not necessarily win it, but have like a really good showing.
It'd be kind of fun. And how can you say that he didn't deserve it when Styles is pretty much, same size and all that? He's still an X Division guy.
You know what I think what you could have done? Inside Cradle by AJ. But Jeff is just so strong and powerful. He kicks out of it. Russo could have been like, this guy lost the title because he was hurt, and I think that he deserves a shot to reclaim claim some gold. So Jeff, you're fighting Chris Sabin.
I like that. As Jarrett has a odd-looking sharpshooter in on Styles.
Yeah, he did. Bret Hart would be fucking pissed if he saw that. You ever see the clip of Charlotte Flair doing the sharpshooter and Bret Hart's on the at ringside, just a disappointed look, like, nope, that's not how you do it.
Yeah, which is super funny.
It's so
Styles kind of has a modified one in on him now.
He has a worse one on him, but that's okay.
Well, I don't think he has it in purposely like that. Because it's kind of like
I think that's just how he countered it, and that's how it looked.
You think so? I don't know. Anyway, he's trying to roll him up. Gets a kick out.
Do you think we're not going to get blood because of the Fox Sports Net deal?
Oh, shit. I think you're right.
If they're trying to keep it toned down.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Because if we haven't, I don't know if we are going to.
I mean, AJ was sent into the cage like 4 times and nothing.
German suplex, gets a 2 count off of that.
Oh, elbow. Styles going for a springboard. No, well, I think Jarrett might have thought that was a moonsault, but he does a reverse DDT. 1, 2. Jarrett just pops his hand up. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the show. Who is going to walk out the NWA World Champion? It's not going to be Raven. Andrew Thomas got backed into very slowly, and you would have thought that his appendix burst.
And Bob gave you that time, but if you're normal and watch along and you want another time, we're at 1 hour, 48 minutes, 38 seconds as Styles gets, essentially, he tossed himself into the cage. What does Jarrett have? Cocaine?
It looks like it. Styles tried to do like a discus clothesline, missed, and then he hit himself into the cage.
Powder. I heard Bob was selling crack at Walmart before.
That's flour.
Oh, blind Styles.
Oh, backslide. 1. Oh, AJ may be blind, but he's still able to kick out.
Versus Jarrett goes into the cage and into the other side.
Wait, AJ's blind. How is he doing this?
He's rubbed it out.
You know what would be a really good idea? I just thought about this. Instead of blinding somebody, why don't you just get the ring belt and then ring it right by somebody's ear? Ooh. And then pin them. That way they can't tell what count they're on.
Wait, Jarrett is getting some Conan ideas here. He's not. Oh, he's doing.
Shane Douglas gave him a chain. And then he also taught him how to show everybody he's got the chain. And
I thought he was going to whip the boot at him, but look, Styles ducked it. Roll up. Nope.
Oh, Jarrett kicks out.
Jarrett's got it. Oh, shit. Why is he hiding it? It's a cage match.
Because, dude, in TNA, if you purposely use a weapon, you are disqualified.
Styles kicks out. How did Styles do it, Bob? How did he just kick out of that?
I don't know, man. It was on the booking sheet.
Oh, Jarrett going for the stroke. AJ counters with some elbows. Gives him forearm, whips him, comes back. Jarrett kicks him in the gut, though. Jarrett calling for the Styles Clash. Oh my God, Jarrett is about to hit the Styles. Nope. Styles pulls himself up, punches him in the head. Hurricane Rana.
Rolls over.
Oh my God.
Goes for a Styles Clash. He hits it. No way.
1,
1,
2. Oh my God,
he kicked
dude.
out at 2 3/4.
I thought he got him right there.
I thought so too. Oh man.
He hit the finishing move.
Nobody kicks out of the Styles Clash. Is Andrew Thomas going to get in the fucking way or what? Look at this guy. Andrew, move. Get out of the way. Don't stand there.
Styles is on the top. He just almost disassembled the cage.
He almost just killed himself. Yeah, like he's tearing apart the cage. Andrew Thomas, move.
Oh my god! You shitting me? He
Jarrett
just threw. Yeah, he shoved Andrew Thomas into the cage. Essentially, Styles got crotched on the top, and now he's on the floor because Jarrett just hit the cage.
So that means AJ doesn't win, right?
No.
Of course. But now we got to open the cage because we got to get outside of the cage to wrestle. Wait, how is Andrew Thomas alive already?
Jarrett was telling him to count him out, but there's no count out, so.
Dallas, how in the world can Andrew Thomas get sent head first into the cage, and then within 3 seconds, he's like, I'm okay. But if he gets kicked by somebody, he's out for about an hour.
I don't know, Bob. But Jarrett grabbed his guitar. We're back in the cage.
Well, it turns out that nobody handed him the guitar. He just got it himself. Rudy's not even trying to stop him. He's just yelling. He just dropped the lock, it looks like.
No, he dropped the key, I believe.
I thought he dropped the padlock.
I thought he had it in his hand. So, well, he stopped doing it, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
There's Vince Russo trying to climb up the cage, which is silly because what are you going to do?
Jabbing his finger. Yeah, Vince.
Oh.
Vince, you really think you're going to be able to climb the cage? I mean, no. I don't know if Vince Russo has any athletic ability to climb.
Well, he's climbing it, dude. Oh, he got popped.
He ain't going far.
Oh, Styles blocks it with a kick, the guitar.
Now Jarrett's like, what do I do? I'm going to hit him with air.
Crucifix. Oh, shit.
AJ Styles just pinned Jeff Jarrett with a crucifix pin.
And he's your new NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Wow, Bob. I did not expect that. Look at Raven.
He ain't happy.
That could have been Raven. Vince Russo's very happy. Styles, Raven is not happy. Styles holds up the title ringside here.
Jarrett is like, I was fired for a week, and I'm so happy we got a new champion. Don West with his mustard fucking shirt. No, I can't believe this. Jeff Jarrett is just heartbroken.
Take the victory lap, AJ.
Now he's walking up towards Vance on the aisle. Do you trust me now?
Trust me.
Shake my hand. Brothers don't shake. Brothers gotta. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, he pushed it away.
Brothers got a hug.
Oh, shit. That's so cute, man.
I did it. I trust you, Vance. Well. Okay.
What do you think about that, Bob? Where are you at for this show?
I think I'm in the middle.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
Why do you say just in the middle?
I think some of the booking is just annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. I can see where you're coming from. I mean, I think overall I like that show, though. I mean, I would say I'm more of a thumbs up on this one. I think it had enough meat on the bone for me. I agree with you, though. I mean, there is definitely some stuff where it's more questionable, we could say. It's a little bit confusing. I also don't necessarily agree with how we went the entire show without knowing who was in our main event. I mean, that was a little played out, but match quality wise, and I think some of the stuff that's going on is interesting. The Michael Shane and Shane Douglas stuff, oddly is like interesting me more than it probably should.
Oh, I could see why. I mean, it took me a while to even know who the hell I was cheering for or who I'm supposed to be cheering for.
Yeah, I'm kind of into that little story though.
Yeah.
And now I'm really excited for the World X Cup, like weird shit like that. Like
The X Cup, the Ultimate X part of that could see that has like it's different than everything else. So you have something to actually look forward to. Like,
well, I think that's why, yeah.
I mean, if I had to choose, because I mean I do hate saying in the middle because it's really indecisive. I would give this a very mild thumbs up. I think.
Oh, so you're switching.
Yeah, I can't be indecisive. I just
You can be though if you really are truly feeling indecisive.
I gotta be one way or the other. I'm gonna try to be one way or the other. Either it's just a little bit of a thumbs up or whatever. Because I mean, there were some quality action and like.
I thought so, and I think
spots even in most of the matches, I'd say.
And we got some fun stuff to look forward to next week, which I was going to pull up and talk about.
I think I'm just kind of bummed. I don't know. I'm not bummed that AJ's the champion. I'm just bummed by how he was presented beforehand to really kind of make it seem as if he's not a worthwhile champion, like challenger, now champion. Like he seems like
yeah, I agree with that.
A second level kind of champion right now, just because of how he was presented. But this title change does, realistically, from what we've seen on the show, I wouldn't be surprised that in the coming weeks and months, or whatever, that AJ is defending against Ron Killings, Raven,
right,
Abyss,
right.
James Storm, I guess you could even maybe do. Chris Harris, for sure, is getting.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So right there, you have like, I would say 4, and James Storm probably not, but there's 4. That's 4 challenges. That's 4 weeks of potential challenge. And if you want to do a Jeff Jarrett rematch, you have the 5th. Right from the jump here. So he's got the challengers. There's no doubt about it. I think the main event scene has certainly picked up because there's so many guys in the title picture now, which I think is great.
It needed to, badly.
Yeah. For a bit there, it was very questionable. I think around like, you know what, and it might have played a part because they didn't know what was going on with Hogan. So maybe they were like, we don't want to.
Right, which I could understand.
Yeah. Especially if the plan was for Hogan Jarrett, you're not going to really veer off from that. But now that is clearly off the table, now you have 4 or 5 guys all vying for the championship. And you have a couple of guys, I'd say like Monty Brown and Sabu, who could easily go up the ranks again.
Yep.
To earn the title shot. So who knows? I think there's a lot to be, interested in the main event scene. And not to say the undercard is weak by any means, but I think that the heavy focus of the main event scene is going to kind of maybe carry your promotion. Because that's usually what happens. Usually the main event is what brings people in. So.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to say a very mild thumbs up.
Okay.
And I mean, it was a good show-long storyline. If this was a TV show, I probably would have a better reception to it. But under the premise of like I would have been paying $10 for that,
right?
I might be a little more annoyed. But if it was like a straight TV show, because you probably have a good hour of like who's going to be the guy, so that mystery would have kept you invested, even if you didn't have $10 on it. So I don't know. I'm gonna say a very mild thumbs up.
Hey, fair enough. Well, as we head into next week, we know a couple things. We know that Team NWA is going to be facing us off against Team AAA to kind of get us a little bit more excited about the World X Cup. We have Sabu facing off against Abyss, which is kind of an interesting match. I'm looking forward to that. And then we have a 6-man tag match where Desire is returning to the ring and teaming with Simon Diamond and Sonny Siaki to take on Glenn Gilberti, Johnny Swinger, and Trinity. So some kind of fun stuff there.
Do we know who's on Team AAA for that?
I'm assuming it's the the same AAA we just saw with
like Garza, Aguila, and Negro.
and Negro and Heavy Metal. Yeah.
Is it a 6-man or 8-man?
Well, according to Cage Match, it's an 8-man. They didn't say, I don't think, one way or another, but I think they did say all members will be there. So I'm assuming that we kind of, it was hinted at. So, yeah. So we're going to see our new team NWA in action as well.
Right, which now has Daniels in it. We'll probably get a continuation of Michael Shane and Shane Douglas and how that.
I would assume. Yeah.
All right. Well. Plus, we'll probably find out who is going to be AJ Styles' first challenger, whether it be a match next week or soon or whatever. But
yeah, exactly.
A lot of question marks, and you know what? Question marks in wrestling is good. I don't like when it's predictable.
Agreed.
But you want to know what is predictable, Dallas?
That we're going to have an excellent time at Rebellion tomorrow.
That is probably true. But what is predictable is that we are going to be back next week, because we're back every week.
That's right.
And until next week, for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Crossline Podcast.